My goodness.
I just do what I gotta do.
1, 2, 3. Well, she sneaks around the world. She gets to Carolina. She's a sticky finger filter from Berlin down to Belize. Take you for a ride. No boat to China. Tell me where in the world is
San Diego.
it's only South Korea, baby. Let it go, cry and come from there. Red State, green light, music, singing the blues. Oh, will they never looking solid still? The beat comes from a jungle. Tell me where in the world is
San Diego.
she go from Nashville to Norway, but here to Zimbabwe, Chicago.
Alright, hello, Mortal Maniacs. Welcome.
What?
I've been wanting to use that for a long time. Welcome to episode 19 Kombat Tune Podcast. We call people out. We stir shit up. That's what we do. But this week, our guest, the most hated man in the gay community, none other than Curbolicious. How's it going?
What's up?
Oh, you sound a lot different than I expected.
What did you expect?
10-year-old, man. I'm not 10.
Yeah, I expected.
Hi, everybody. I'm Curbo.
You sound like a man.
Because I am
How old are you?
16.
I don't know.
That is not what everybody talks about.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about you like you're 8.
Nah, man, I'm only 16.
Yeah, I heard like you were like 14 at the most. So how old are you then?
I'm
You
16.
just said. Wow. Please pay attention.
I was looking at something, my bad.
Alright, so Curbo, how did you get into Mortal Kombat?
I mean, technically, you're not old enough to be playing it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Did your parents...
Your parents know.
Are your parents gonna listen to this? Do we have to watch what we say?
No.
Okay.
You don't.
Yeah,
I've been playing Mortal Kombat since like Sega. My first game was MK3. And I don't know, I loved it because Liu Kang made all these weird noises whenever he'd kick you in the face. So
Wait a minute. Mortal Kombat, isn't it older than you?
yeah. I think
Was
so.
the Genesis out when you were alive?
Yeah. It
Really?
was.
I don't think so, dude.
I mean, my mom's got a picture of me like when I was 3 playing Mortal Kombat on Sega. So, I guess.
Wait a minute. Mortal Kombat 3 came out in 1995. What year were you born?
1995.
Damn, he came out the womb playing.
Tight.
Like, how did you get so good at MK9?
I don't know. I played MK vs DC because I saw that this new MK was coming out. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get ready and train for this one. So like, I tried real hard to get at that game and I was awful at it. So in this game, I tried to prove everybody that like used to kick my ass in MK vs DC. And I can beat like everybody that I know from MK vs DC now, but I still have to prove myself offline. So can't wait till MLG.
Who did you
Also-
play as in MKDC?
I used to play as Liu Kang, Green Lantern, and Sub-Zero.
Dude, I like that game. Did you like that game?
Yeah, it was fun. The netcode
I
is...
always told everybody it was good.
The netcode was kind of whack. I didn't like it.
That's true. I mean, it was a broken game, but it was fun. It laid the foundation for MK9.
Yeah.
So do you have any offline experience with MK9?
Besides practice mode, no.
Really? Have you
Yeah.
ever played another human being offline?
My little brother, when I first got the game.
Did you
But-
beat him?
we went back and forth.
It's tight.
How old's your little
So-
brother?
Is that the
7.
next prodigy?
Nah, he doesn't like MK.
Curbo Jr.?
Nah, he doesn't like MK.
Why
He's
not?
more-
What's his problem?
I don't know. He's more of a Call of Duty fan.
He's 7 and he plays Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Yeah, I like that.
You guys are like hyper advanced. Alright. So you're like you're known for using multiple characters. Who are your mains going to be for MLG?
Well, I kind of wanted to use Johnny Cage. Like, I wanted to only use Johnny, but like, knowing that there's going to be Cabal players out there and Kenshis and Freddy's, I was thinking of probably switching to Sonia. I'm not sure who I'm going to use for Cabal, but Sonia can definitely handle Kenshi and Freddy a lot better than Cage can.
So you don't agree with the people that say that Sonya versus Cabal is a losing matchup, or do you think it's like, what do you think it is?
It's a losing matchup, I think, for Sonya, because Sonya, I mean, she can dash in pretty well because she's got a pretty good dash, but like Cabal he can do whatever just because he's Cabal, and it's just annoying. I can't stand it, and like if I were to get up close to him and like try to down forward him or do anything, he can at any time just EX dash me and like put me in a combo or make me breaker, and then he's off shooting fireballs again. And it's just a bunch of options he's got, and it's just really difficult.
If you fought Rio's Cabal with your Sonya, what are your chances?
Well, the Cabals that I play online on Xbox tend to have like really bad connection with me, and like all they do is fireball. But like Rio, he doesn't fire, like he actually puts in effort in trying to get in close and fighting you up close. So I think that if he were to like come up close to me and I were to make him breaker and then I stay up on him, then I'll have a better chance of beating him. But if he just sits back and just spams me, then like I don't know what my chances are. Cause like that, I have to like depending on, cause I think I'll pick Cage if I were to play his Cabal, cause Cage has got Shadow Kick that he could just like EX Shadow Kick to go through his fireballs. So well, depending on this, like if I'm mid screen, I could just Shadow Kick him. So I mean that's my, because Sonya doesn't have any like charging attack. Like Jax has the EX punch. Sonya doesn't have anything like that. Her cartwheel is okay, but her cartwheel's slow, and on reaction time you can block that.
Well, I mean, what about, I mean, you play Cabal too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Would you mirror a Cabal?
I mean, I was actually considering that because I can hit the instant air fireballs pretty like really really low, but I don't have the execution like he does. So I'd have to go for like the lower hit damaging combos and stuff. So I mean, I was thinking of it, but I hate mirror matches, so I'm just trying to avoid all mirror matches whatsoever.
What do you think about counter picking in tournaments?
I think it's just really bad. It's pretty stupid. Someone's mic's echoing. Never mind.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's you.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, let's not do it anymore. Anyways, I think counterpicking is just really stupid, because, I mean, I don't know, it's just, I don't like it. There's just something about it I just don't like. And I think it's just messed up that some people have to, like, resort to counterpicking to stop someone else's character. Like, if I were to play, like, someone with a high caliber Johnny Cage like Foxy, and like I couldn't beat him unless I used Cabal and like just counterpicked him to throw fireballs at him all day, I think that'd just be a really cheap way of winning. It's stupid. I don't like it. Like when I saw Rio counterpick Jax or counterpick CD Jr. and he used Cage, I was like, I was kind of like disappointed because like he didn't have faith in his own character to beat Junior Like he couldn't like adapt, so he had to use a character that would like that has the advantage over Junior. You know what I mean? So it's like I just don't like it.
I mean, I'm all for character loyalty, but money's on the line. Plus, I mean, he tried with Cabal like 1,000,000 times.
That is true.
But I do want to say one thing about. All right, there's two talking points in the MK community that I don't see how they connect. First off is the idea that this game is very balanced, and when you look at the matchup charts, it's 80% 5-5 matchups, and then a few 4-6s and 6-4s. Isn't that what pretty much everyone agreed? You look at any matchup chart, and with the exception of characters like Shiva and Jade, that's pretty much everyone's matchup chart. We all agree the game's very balanced. It's a bunch of 5-5s and 4-6s, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then on the other hand, another talking point gaining prominence is that, well, this is a matchup game. This is a matchup heavy game. Everybody needs two characters to compete. How does one explain the disconnect between these two talking points that everyone is saying?
Well,
Either this is not a matchup heavy game, or we're all wrong about these matchup charts are not true. If you have a 4-6 matchup, you do not need another main. If it's a 4-6 matchup, that should be tough, but totally doable in a 2 out of 3 tournament setting. So we're definitely wrong about something. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I mean, I think the matchup chart stuff is kind of out of line. Like, I don't really like, cause anybody with a good footsie game and good spacing can outplay the other player, and it's just, cause like some people say that Kenshi can beat Sonia, and it's not a 5-5, it's a 6-4 in Kenshi's favor. And if your spacing's good with Sonia, and if you read correctly, you know, you can get in and do some damage on Kenshi. Because, like, Kenshi also has to make reads and has to play smart, too. Because if Kenshi fucks up on one shoulder and then you jump over a shoulder, that's a free dive kick with Sonya. Same with any other close-up character. Like, you know, it just depends on the footsie game and, like, the fundamentals that the player has.
Flips, where are you at?
I think everyone's just being lazy.
That's what I'm starting to think.
Everyone's just kind of taking the lazy way out right now because it's the easy thing to do. But I think if people stick with it, they'll learn how to get around it. I think it's just the progression of the game. I mean, it's the same thing with air fireball characters. Everyone thought that they were pretty much the best because of air fireballs. They're so cheap, blah 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 blah. And the more people play against it, the more people are making them more relevant. And I think that's just the way it's going to be for a lot of matchups. A lot of the matchups probably are 6-4, but I think just everyone's just kind of being lazy about it, and we're not giving it our best.
I mean, it seems like people are afraid to say 7-3, and
No one wants to be like that person that's complaining.
Right. But we can't have it both ways.
What?
Either there are 7-3 matchups, or this is not a counterpick game.
What legitimate 7-3 matchup would there be?
I mean,
I can't think.
I mean, they say, like, you know, Katana versus Sub versus Cage, whatever. They say those are 7-3s.
I don't know.
but I'm saying some of the 6-4s need to be changed to 7-3 if this is going to be a counterpick game.
I don't know. I think it's just too early to tell. This whole matchup thing is, to me, it's still just fucking dumb shit. It's still dog shit.
I agree. No one knows anything.
This whole matchup chart has been stupid from the get-go. It's never, ever going to be set in stone. Ever. Not for like at least like another year or two, at the most.
I don't think it ever will be. We're
It's-
too far apart. I mean,
We don't know what the hell's going on in this game.
yeah, we don't. I mean,
Nobody knows. Except
conventional
BSF.
wisdom changes constantly. I mean, no one knows what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, there were matches where I thought were 7-3, and now I'm thinking they're 6-4. And that, I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Who knows, man? It's just never make your own matchup chart in your head. Don't pay attention to anyone else's, and don't be set in your ways, and just stick with it.
So I guess that should bring up. I mean, how are you feeling about Scorpion a week after final round?
I don't know. I know I'm not.
After that rant, you can't switch.
I agree. I don't think I'm not good enough to switch yet. I don't think I'm good enough to say it's the Scorpion's fault yet. Like, when I know I'm pretty good and I just can't win, then I'll be like, yeah, it's Scorpion's fault. But I don't even think I'm like at that level. I don't think I've taken Scorpion all the way there yet, but to be like, yeah, it's your fault, Scorpion, you're fucking trash.
Do you have any reservation about doing that at this time when Evo's so close?
What do you mean, doing what?
I mean, you don't. I'm saying, if you're planning to take Scorpion, can someone do something about that echo?
It's not that bad. Just keep going.
Turn the
It's
speakers
really
down.
bad, dude.
Got a headset? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I hear it very
Oh.
seldomly.
Try it now.
All right, can you hear it now?
I can't hear it.
I don't hear it.
Okay, whatever. All right, what I'm saying is, if you're going to stick with Scorpion for the next few tournaments, are you going to go to MLG?
I don't know if I'm going to MLG yet.
Well, let's say you go to MLG and you go to UFGT. If you decide after UFGT to switch, you're going to have no time for Evo. I mean, are you going to dedicate yourself to Scorpion at least through the Evo season?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Without
I used to put all that time into them.
I'm not gonna. My 7th month, my 8-month Scorpion is gonna be much better than my 1 or 2 month year old with whoever the fuck I pick.
I agree. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What if you win Evo with Scorpion?
That's not gonna happen. But like, the more I play with him, like, I've been trying new stuff with. I've been trying like new things, to different approach with Scorpion. Some characters it's working good, some characters it's not, but it's definitely a learning process. I definitely feel like I'm getting better, like, as learning the game overall, like trying to do different shit.
That EX spear going right through him is so dumb.
I'm never using that.
Horrible, dude. Wow.
Dude, like, the EX takedown is just as glitchy.
Wow.
Like, I was playing, I don't remember who or what, but I was like getting pressured, and I did the EX takedown, and I went through them. Like, I popped up on the other side of them.
That happens with Katana Standing 3. Like, it's something I can do all the time.
I'm just like, come on, man, Jesus Christ. Give me a break here.
And you waste the meter to do it.
I waste the meter, and then
That's
the
horrible.
takedown has like the worst whiff recovery ever, and they just turned around and started blowing me up again. And I was like, Jesus.
Scorpion.
God help.
Do you think could he be bottom 5?
I don't know.
Could he be the worst male ninja? Like, who's better,
He
Scorpion or
does so much
Sub-Zero?
damage. Like, I started doing like a new anti-air with him. Like, he can do like standing 1 and then back 2 and then jump kick teleport 1/1 spear. It's like 37%. It's fucking a shit ton. I don't know, man. It's just weird. I gotta work on my spacing. I gotta work on that whole area where it's just a big giant shade of gray, that jump distance, and you don't know if they're gonna attack, and you don't know if you should attack, or that whole area where you don't know who's doing what. is where like
We've kind of talked about this privately, but it seems like the main problem with Scorpion is that the really good characters have moves that force the opponent to block from like sweep range. Or they have something that they can get in at sweep range. Like, I have forward 2-1 or dash in 2-1 or down 1. You don't have shit from that range.
No, I don't.
Would you say that's your main problem?
I mean, I'm kind of taking it upon myself as I used to do like down 4 takedown. Like, yeah, it's safe, it's quick, if people jump over it, it's not a big deal. But it fucking sucks. It's like, at best, I get like, maybe 10%, maybe 12%. And like, I'm back in the same position where I just was. With a very small advantage. It essentially just gave me a little bit of damage, but I'm stuck in the same scenario where this is best case scenario. This is if it hits. If they jump, they're gonna get in. If they take the down 4 and they block the takedown, they're in. Ultimately, I was like, man, that's what I figured out at final round. I was like, man, this shit doesn't work. So just recently I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna dash in and I'm just gonna do the 50-50. I was like, I'm either doing forward 4 spear and I'm just running in with back 2, or sometimes I'll play it safe and use like this forward 3. And that's it. I was like, I'm fuck all the bullshit. I'm just gotta go all out. So that's kind of what I'm doing. It's working. It's doing good. And it's taking me getting used to it. I'm liking it. It's unfortunate that he has to take this big risk, where other characters just kind of get to do it. Like, some people just have safe-ass moves that they can do. Like Kenshi, he could just dash forward and do that low, or, like Katana's got forward 2-1, and, shit like that.
She needs it.
But when I look at it, when you look at Kenshi, and, a lot of the characters I was saying, they force you to block. Like, I was even saying Nightwolf. I was like, Nightwolf, he's at least got the shoulder and you have to duck. It keeps you in place. And you have to respect it. But at the same time, you can blow that up. So when I sit here and complain I have to dash forward and do this horrible 50-50, it's the same thing. That can get blown up just as easily. So I'm not as harsh as I was about him, but I definitely have to do a whole maintenance project on the way I played with him. So it's a work in progress. I'm getting blown up online. But I gotta do it. I used to not play online because I hated it, but I need to practice. I need to develop this new style. And it's really hard to anti-air online. Like, sometimes I just sit there and watch people jump at me and I'm just like, fuck, it's too late.
Yeah.
Alright, I got a question for Curbo here. Let's get juicy. Right. Let's get juicy. Who do you think are the most overrated MK9 tournament players?
Ooh.
That you could just fucking body.
That I can body?
Yeah.
CD Jr.
I like it.
Where's this confidence coming from?
It's just there's no way I'm letting a Jax beat me, or a Smoke for that matter. I've played so many of both of those characters. He better pick Shiva if he wants to surprise me with something that I don't like. I don't know any Shiva. He can just come at me with Shiva and get me with the craziest shit. That's the only way he could win.
Who have you played? Like, what Smokes and Jax have you played?
I've played a few Smoke
no
players.
Smoke or no Jax.
Well, I've played a few Smoke players from PS3. I played this one Smoke player. His name was Han Zero. All the Smoke matchup experience. Even though they might not be the best Smokes, I kind of take all the gameplay, and I'm like, all right. So I think about what my spacing should be against Smoke, and like where I should keep myself against smoke. And smoke doesn't do chip damage from like from full screen or mid screen. So like as long as you I've learned that like once you keep yourself outside of jump distance from smoke, he can't really do anything except for throw smoke bombs. And if you let him come to you, you can kind of you could kind of make him play your game because he's just gonna throw smoke bombs at you. That's all. And Jax, the characters I play have low hitboxes, so if he does any string with forward 4, or if he does any other high string, he's gonna get blown up for it. And his zoning's overrated, especially when I have cage. I could just shadow kick him on reaction if I see a ground pound. And Sonya, I could dive kick him if he starts doing them too close. Like if he's close to me and tries to do ground pound fakes, I'll dive kick him. So.
Now, you know what happened the last time someone called him out.
What happened? Who? Shujinky Dink?
Yeah.
But that's not Curbo.
Fair enough.
How do you do against Shujinky Dink online?
His connection with me is awful. Like, when I play Shujinky Dink, I think all he does is just mash down 2. He just mashes the uppercut. I get hit with so many of them, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I don't even play him that much. The last time I've played him was that one STB Asylum tournament that we had, like, in January.
He does
Who's the
have a
best on
bad
Xbox
connection.
Live?
Yeah. He lives in Canada, right?
Yeah, their internet is 10 cans connected with string.
It's horrible.
Yeah. I think I got like 2 bars with him. It's really tough.
Yeah, his connection's worse than the UK players.
That might be true, actually, yeah.
Alright, who is the best on Xbox Live? Let's stop fucking around. Let's get who's the best. Besides yourself.
Top 3. Top 3.
Yeah,
Top
top
three?
3. Yeah.
I'd probably have to say Foxy. I don't know. Based on like what they've done offline, or based on like what
No.
like what I would think they would do offline.
The 3
That's-
best guys that you've played.
Yeah, as an online player.
You're the king of the online warriors. You and Forever King are the bosses of online warriors. Who are the top 3?
So yeah, say it's like Space Jam and like some alien online Mortal Kombat players came on. And like you gotta
Can you
pick
imagine
the
from
3
Space?
best online players you can think of.
Space Jam.
Probably Foxy, RM Death, and King.
Of the 3, how many of them beat you?
What'd you say?
Do you beat all 3 of those guys?
I do beat King and RM Death. Foxy, we go back and forth, but I don't really play Foxy that often. So, I
Do
don't
you use
know.
Cage as well?
He uses Cage, yeah, but we don't ever mirror match each other. It's rather Cage versus Sonya. He's using Cage, or I'll use Liu Kang against his Sonya. I can't stand using Cage against Sonya. It's like I'm still trying to develop the matchup experience, and it's just his Sonya plays so significant. He's just so different.
Now I remember you guys had a blow up on the forum once. Do you want to get into that?
Man, I told him I wasn't gonna argue with him about it, but one day I played him, and he picked up Johnny Cage, and he was using Johnny Cage. He was using all these weird pressures. I was just getting angry, and like I just didn't know what was going on. So, and I usually never really pull out Sonya against somebody, cause like I never really had to like resort to that. And Foxy was like getting me aggravated, so I used Sonya, and like he didn't understand the matchup at all. So I was getting him with all of the 1-1-2 resets into the military stance and stuff, and I kept destroying him with the down 4s, and like I beat him like 6 games straight. And then like about a month later I play him, and then like all of a sudden he picks up Sonya, And I'm like, so what made you, decide to use Sonya? I'm like, did you get it from me? He's like, no, I just decided to use Sonya because no one from the UK represents her, and I think she's a cool character. I'm like, and I was like, that's bull, man. Like, you got that Sonya from me. And like, I was just, and then he tried saying that like I got my Sonya from him, and that he's played Sonya long before I have, and I've been playing Sonya since the game came out.
Dang.
So you're going on record saying you're 99% sure that Foxy, who's always preaching about Sonya being number one, she's always preaching about being the best Sonya. You're saying you were the innovator of his Sonya.
Yeah.
Wow. I like it.
Is your Sonya better than his Sonya?
I don't. I've never really mirror matched him with Sonya, but I think it is.
Wow.
Are you the Sonya of America?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
are you
so
better
good
than
at
Morty
that.
and Ryu 48
Yeah.
and Death?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yes.
I want to play them.
Wow. Wow.
Well.
Are you worried about playing offline the first time?
No, I mean, I have all Saturday to get used to it, and then depending on what time I get there Friday, I'll have some of Friday night to get used to it. So, shouldn't be that difficult.
Are you worried about turning nerves?
No, I know how to calm myself down. I'm not gonna get nervous like that. I've been in like
How do
other
you calm yourself
situations.
down?
I don't know, I just think to myself, I gotta do what I gotta do, and I just don't think about it. I don't put it on my mind. I just do what I gotta do.
You gonna get drunk?
No.
He's not even.
Some weed?
That was a random question.
That would make me worse.
Alright.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's debatable.
A 5 versus 5 might have turned out different.
Are you a square being so young? Have you been drunk yet? Have you gotten high yet?
Have you tasted alcohol?
Yeah, I have.
What do you think?
I mean, it's alright. I mean, I
What-
do it
what-
every.
What'd
I
you
mean,
drink?
Captain Morgan, my friend, had me drink it.
Oh, the Sektor move.
What?
The knee lift.
Wow.
What is it? Up 3? Or up 4?
Up 3, yeah. It's
Yeah.
up 3.
The Captain Morgan.
That's tight.
Man, Sektor really is top tier. Alright, we gotta talk about that thread.
Here comes
There was
the
a
weekly-
huge blow up.
Sector.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Dude, can we get a theme song for this?
the weekly Sektor community blow up.
Like some kind of Blade Runner music, and then a robotic voice is like, "It's time for the weekly Sector blow up." Can you make that?
We don't have budget for that.
Alright, so, every week, whatever the thread is, it becomes a blow up. And this week, the blow up was about our thoughts on Sektor. Slips, you got into it with the.
Sal.
Who was that guy? Curbo or whatever?
I don't know.
Sorry, I forgot your names.
Trevor.
Sorry.
I think it was like, I always get them mixed up with Carrie, but it's like Krevlon or Crevo or I can't remember.
Crevo, I think.
Kraylan. I think
Anyway.
it's Kraylan.
Anyway, what do you have to say about... First off, I want to point out, we made this clear, but people keep saying it. We are not saying that Sektor is top 10 because Ikizel got 9th at final round. We are not saying that Sektor is top 10 because of Ikizel at all. You can go back and listen to the archives. You can look at our posts. We've known Sektor is this good since May.
Since Evo.
Right.
And we've been preaching it for months. And now all of a sudden we're just now saying it. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It really annoying how those dudes kept saying, "Oh, so now we're changing the tier list because of one tournament." It's like, what are you talking about? We've been saying this It's called the weekly Sektor blowup for a reason. It's weekly.
We get into arguments with Kizzle, who plays with us every week. We were driving back from we were driving back from Frosty Faustings trying to convince him that he was top 5.
When the three of us play, that is pretty much the only thing we do, is argue about how good Sektor is.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, we both knew Sektor, aka Unconquerable, from the Tekken scene, so we were friends with him before that. So we talked to him about Sektor before Evo, and he was in our hotel room at Evo. That is July that we've known about this. This is not because he got 9th at one tournament. It's ridiculous. Stop. If you think we're wrong, that's fine. Make your case, but stop thinking that that's why we're making this case.
Yeah. That's not the reason. When the whole point of Big D got top 8 with Nightwolf, does that mean he's top 10? No, we never said he was fucking top 10. We've only said Sektor. We always said Sektor was a great character. We always said Kizzle himself is a great player as well. And then lo and behold, Kizzle with Sektor goes to final round and starts beating the best of the best out there. Like he's going toe to toe with the best players in the country. So yeah, it's a testament to Kizzle. He's a great player. It's also a testament to Sektor. And give us a little credit. We knew this character was good. We play with Kizzle all the time. We play with the best Sektor player all the time. We know how good Sektor is. We weren't just saying it just to talk shit. We knew what we were
Everything
talking
we said was good was true too. Forward 2, back 3, flamethrower, back 1, and the footsies. It's
the 6-frame jab.
We said. Yes. Everything we said came true.
He did much better than us.
Wait a minute, he did equal to me. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But he did beat CD.
Yeah, he beat the people you lost to. He was in a much harder pool.
I don't know about that, dude.
Wait, you're saying Kizzle's 9th place means more than 16 bits?
Yeah.
How is it? Wait a minute. Why is he getting more props for coming through losers? If I had lost my first match and made it through, would I get more props? Why don't I get props for making it through winners? How do you lose and then get? It's not my problem. I didn't get sent to losers in my first match.
I don't think that's the reason. I think it's. I mean, you're a Katana player. People know you.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? What does that mean? What
You're
does that
a
mean?
Katana player, man. No one likes Katana.
What does that mean?
No one likes watching
Dude,
Katana, except CDs.
I'm tired of getting blown up because of my character. Everyone
Wow.
blows me up, Aaron.
What's just blowing you the fuck up?
Dude, when I win, I get blown up. Oh, you're boring. You're killing the stream.
You're overrated.
This bitch. When I lose, I get blown up. Oh, you got 9th. That's so mediocre. I feel like Tom Brady.
It's the style you play, man.
Go to Raiden.
That's the territory you run with.
It's not my fault, man.
It's not, but you just got to accept it, man.
It's hard. How can I accept getting blown up no matter what I do?
You're playing a lame style with a lame character. When you win, people are going to be like, man, that was lame. And when you lose, I mean, you either win or you die hard. It's like camping in a first-person shooter game. It's like, yeah, you're going to do really good because you're playing really cheap. But when that person finally, sneaks up behind you, you didn't see him because you were camping so hard, and they plant a sticky bomb on your head, everyone's going to love it. I mean, it's just the way it is.
It's not as easy as it looks, man. It's getting real hard.
It's definitely getting harder for you. Yeah, I understand.
And I don't get any sympathy. I'll complain about my weaknesses, and everybody just makes fun of me. I don't get any support. I'll talk to Dizzy about my man, I don't have any good wakes or whatever, and it'll just be like, it's not my problem. Level up.
Because Katana's a character that I think a lot of people regard as, you know, she has a little bit of everything, so there's no excuse.
I got weaknesses.
Whereas in,
too.
like, you know, a character like Johnny Cage, it's, you know, it's like, oh, he gets zoned so hard, and then he finally gets in, and there's this big uproar when it finally happens, and, you know, it's a lot more exciting watching Johnny Cage, like, struggle, and then he gets in, and he blows you up, and it's like, oh, shit, you know, it's like watching Zangief. It's more exciting. So it's the same with Cabal. I mean, Rio, it's not like, I mean, poor Rio.
Yeah, you say the same shit about Cabal.
You say the same thing about Rio.
What do you mean?
You used to go on weekly Rio blow-ups of how Cabal's
Cabal wins.
not really that hard to play, and
Wait
you know,
a minute, I never said that.
And Cabal's broken, and
Brain dead.
Wait a minute.
Brain
wait a
dead.
minute. I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
I'll cue
I did
it
not
up.
say. I did not say Cabal was not hard to play.
Yeah, you did, dude.
Said
You
he
used to
brain
go
dead.
on, like, you used to be like, it's not that hard. You were like, Mortal
Dude.
Kombat isn't a hard game to play. It's Street Fighter players who do one frame, just frame links as their bread and butters, and you
I
Cabal
stand by
players
that.
are, you're like, you Cabal players are thinking you're doing the same thing. It's Mortal Kombat, it's not that hard. Those were your
I'll repeat that.
No, it's fucking hard.
Cabal is the most execution-heavy character in this game, no question. I could not do what Rio does. But, I mean, Street Fighter players are doing 2-frame links as their bread and butter. That's a fact, dude.
Dude, we don't even know the frames for Cabals. Maybe he's doing 2-frame links.
Well, that 2 Nomad Dash cancel, isn't that a 1-frame thing?
Pretty close.
I don't know.
I've always given him props. He's really good. I've never said he wasn't really good.
I never said you didn't say he was good, but you always shafted his character. You shafted the whole air fireball, instant air gas blast style. That's why I always blew you up whenever you would start going on the rant. I was like, dude, your character does the same shit.
I don't ever get any credit. All I do is get blown up playing Katana.
Oh man, and then the real Katana came out and showed you how it was done.
Damn.
Now you're really not going to get any props.
Slits is blowing you up. Alright, let's predict some matches. Curbo go first, and then you guys. First match. Forever King versus Maxter.
Ooh. I'd have to say Maxter.
Oh,
Maxter.
Yeah, I got to go with Maxter.
yeah.
What do you think, K7?
I think King. I believe. Alright, how about Tyrant versus iKizzle?
Kizzle beat CD Junior's Jax.
Yeah, I don't even think it's a question.
Wait, so you're saying CD Junior has a superior Jax?
I mean, doesn't everyone say that?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I see CD Jr. do some punishable things, so, like, I think Tyrant might have a better Jax.
Oh, I don't know then.
I've never. MLG.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Alright, how about King Hippo versus Pig of the Hut?
Pick of the Hut.
Why didn't that happen at final round?
I don't know.
What was the reason?
King Hippo told Pick of the Hut, he was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna lose, bro. I don't want to do this. Please don't put me through this. And yeah.
After all that shit talk? Wow.
Wow. That's kind of lame.
so I guess Pig would win that.
I mean, I still would have gone through the battle.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have been like, dude, I don't want to put any money on this. But if you want to blow me up, then well, we can do that.
I don't think any of those money matches happen.
No, that's it. I want to talk about this. That giant thread where people were doing money matches and I posted, I'm not accepting any money matches. This is why. Those matches never happen. You get there and everyone's disorganized. I mean, organizing tournament players is like herding cats. You know, no one knows where anybody is. Like, if you want to play me, ask me in person, and you don't have to play me for money. If you want to play me, well, let's just play. I don't like money matches, and that's why. I think those threads are a waste of time. They never happen.
Yeah, I agree. I remember we were in the hotel room, and I think it was that cat guy. He's like, "Hey, Slips, want to play for money?" I was like, if you want to play, we can just play, dude. Like, you don't have to play for money. Like, I don't play this game to steal people's money.
Are you saying you would have beat Cat in a money match?
We did eventually play.
Would you have won a money match?
It depends on what we were going to. I did get the.
I won an instant.
We played
first to 5.
I don't know. It was 3-3 when we had to quit. It was close.
Who got the 5? I mean, it was 3-3. Okay.
I did get the 3 first, but he was coming on. He won the last game.
You're saying you would have shaved that cat?
Shave the cat.
I don't know. He was pretty good. He was blowing a lot of people up. I was kind of pissed because it was like 3-3, and I was like, God, man, who is this guy? And then he started blowing everyone else up too. So I started feeling better. I was like, okay, good. I was like, me going even with this dude that actually makes me look good.
So you would have beat him in the first 5.
I don't know. It was close, dude. It was 3-3. How can I say that?
How many different ways do you know to skin a cat? I mean, could you have got the 5?
I don't know. It was close.
Okay.
He had the momentum because it was I think it was 3-1, and he won 2 straight games. I was like, fuck. Or no, it was 3-2, and he won. Yeah, it was close. It was back and forth.
You let the cat out of the bag?
I think him versus Jeremiah is my favorite match.
He was salty after he lost that, too.
What did he say?
Just the look on his face, dude. He barely lost.
He didn't barely lose. He got blown up. What are you talking about?
No, one of those games was right down to the end.
I
think it was the last match, too. Yeah.
Dude, I think it was 2-0 I don't think he won a round.
Jeremiah's got a lot of swing practice, so.
I might be thinking of it.
Yeah, Jeremiah knows Cabal.
His Shiva's really fucking good.
I always tell him, don't quit Shiva.
Yeah,
he's always threatening to switch characters, and it's like, dude, you're the Shiva guy.
Yeah.
How many people in this community can say they have a shtick where everybody knows what they're? I mean, Jeremiah is the Shiva guy. You can't give that up, dude. Market that shit.
Yeah, it's not like he's doing bad with her either. Who did he lose to?
He lost to Rio and Jody.
He lost to Jody?
Yeah. Jody on blast. Dude, it's Kun Lao versus Shiva.
Is it not good for Shiva?
It's Kun Lao, man. I can't imagine that being a good matchup.
Who beats Kung Lao? I guess
Katana.
Johnny Cage does. Katana beats him?
Sonia.
I think so.
Sonia beats him?
Yeah.
Katana doesn't beat him by much.
Why does Katana beat him?
She's got a low hitbox and she controls the air.
That's true. He's got forward 3.
She controls the air. That means she's in the air all the time. That means you can neutral jump punch all the time.
Okay. Why does Sonya beat him?
Sonia's
7-frame uppercut.
yeah, 7-frame uppercut,
Oh, that's
6-frame down. She can just anti-air him, stop his teleport attempts. It's just, and if he does an EX teleport or even a regular teleport, she can EX cartwheel through that and just get a free combo every single time.
Okay.
Man, Kung Lao's good. When are people going to stop pretending he's bad?
I think they will after MLG. I think PL. Ah, man.
Oh, you think PL is going to represent Kung Lao at MLG?
Yeah, let's make our MLG predictions.
Top 8 prediction. Who's gonna be top 8?
I don't know. There's going to be a lot of good players at top 8. I think I'm going to make top 8.
I knew you were gonna say that. First one.
Are you going to be in winners?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Tommy Waffles will be in top 8.
That's interesting.
Tommy, who?
That would be awesome.
Gonna get
Tommy Waffles, man.
Waffles.
I mean, you gotta go with the favorites.
CD.
CD
It's
Junior.
gonna be all
Yeah.
VSM, the 4 VSM guys. It'll be PL. That alone is worth the price of admission.
All right, then.
What
Detroit.
if PL goes 0-2, 2 and out?
There's no chance of that.
There's no way that's happening.
But what if?
I mean, you
I
could
mean,
do that
I
what
think-
if with any top player and it would be the same thing of, wow, what the fuck happened?
That would be the biggest blow up ever.
He might be done. He might have to quit.
I think if he went 2 and out, he would wait for DOA 5 to come out and retire. I mean, that would be. There's no chance of that happening.
That'd be embarrassing, yeah. But yeah, there's no way that's gonna happen. What's really gonna be interesting is who he plays with, because I think he's got the best Kung Lao and the best Raiden. Two of the best characters are played at their peak by one player.
And they're both characters who people deny that they're that good.
Yeah. He's
Underrated.
They're both characters that everybody thinks they know how to fight, and everyone thinks they're not really that good anymore. It's interesting.
yeah.
I mean, all we thought the same thing.
We thought we knew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who else is going to be in the top 8? Forever King.
Is he going?
He's going.
He said he bought
Yeah, I
his
think
ticket.
he'll probably be in top 8.
Yeah, are the other Ohio guys going to be there?
M2 Dave is going.
What about THTV?
I don't think he is.
What?
Yeah. Oh, wait. No, he is. He is. I'm sorry. He is.
Okay. So pretty much all of Ohio. Damn, dude. What if all of Ohio gets in there? It's VSM and all Ohio in top 8. That would be fucking epic.
What if M2 Dave Freddy wins MLG?
Damn.
People are really mad. Freddy? What if he zones his way to $13,000 or whatever? That'd be tight.
Lives in your nightmares.
He disowned us.
Yeah. Man. We didn't let them listen down.
Wait, I got a question. Curbo, if you win the $13,000, what are you gonna buy?
Probably
Save
I'm
up
gonna
for
buy a
college.
PS. Well, yeah,
No,
that
fuck that.
I'm gonna buy a PS3. Probably put some money aside because I'd like to travel to some other offline tournaments as well. Or maybe just put money aside for just Evo, and then after that, just save the rest.
You wouldn't splurge?
Yeah, you got a party.
You got a
Party.
car yet?
Well, I'm gonna get one soon, but
You could buy a car, dude.
Yeah. buy a car by playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, you could go to school in like a fucking like a Camaro or something. You're like, yeah, I won this playing a fucking video game, bitches. Girls be sucking your dick as you're driving up. That'd be fucking tight, dude.
What, dude?
You pay the girl to dress up as Sonia.
What would you do with the money?
Me?
Yeah.
$13,000. Damn.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that. Man, what a good question. What the hell would I do?
Spend it on weed.
I don't know if I'd spend it on weed.
Yes, you would.
I would definitely have a wild time at the strip club. Probably spend $1,000
Would
there.
you tell them how you got $13,000?
Yeah, who cares? They don't fucking care how you get it.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think they'd be impressed?
No. Girls are never impressed. Only like nerdy girls are impressed. Girls like, maybe like Goldfish or something.
Yeah.
But not like real women.
The Goldfish isn't a real woman.
She's not a typical woman, man. Most women
She's
like,
real.
Yeah,
I mean, she's real, but she's not common.
not common.
She's extraordinary, man.
She's extraordinary, that's true. I mean, you're not gonna be able to walk up to a girl in the mall and start talking about video games and she just dives right into it with her. I mean, that just doesn't happen. Those are the girls that we all want, but there's like one in like 1,000. Props
Tom
to Tom
Brady.
Brady.
After.
Yep.
Good shit,
Yeah.
Tom Brady. Yeah, I hope he holds on to that one.
I guess in the end, he really did win the final round.
Remember he was all drunk and everything, and he was losing to Maxter, and like, or he was before he quit. He was like, man, whatever. None of this shit even matters because I'm gonna have mad sex tonight, right, honey? And like he like looks at her and she just didn't say anything.
You did.
It was so awkward.
Shout out to Tom Brady.
Tom is the man.
Tom
It
is-
was tight. It's like we all knew she was gonna fuck him, but she just like had to hold on to that little bit of dignity she had left by not saying anything.
That's awesome. You guys
Yeah.
believe in reincarnation?
Nope.
No,
You don't think you like come back as an animal?
nope.
Nope. Why would you?
Like energy is recycled, right?
Recycled into the earth, dude. If you come back as anything, it's like an ant.
How do you know that?
What's the logic behind it?
Alright,
What's
the
science
logic is like the life you lead depends on what you come back as.
How?
If
How
you're
would
an
that work?
asshole, you come back as like,
Who determines who's good?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Explain the physics
Buddha.
of it. How would that work?
Buddha.
That's not. I don't think that has anything to do with Buddha, dude.
I don't know. It's possible. I could see it.
No, it's not. It's not possible at all. It makes no sense. It's bullshit,
If
dude.
you had to come back as an animal, what animal would it be?
A manatee.
I don't know. What it is.
Manatee.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, man.
It's like a fat seal.
Yeah, sea cow.
Anything.
Dude, you just swim around it. You open your mouth and eat fish. What? That's tight, dude.
You could do that as a whale.
I like manatees better.
Alright.
Dude, manatees get wrecked, dude.
What do you mean they're cool?
Like killer whales own manatees, dude.
Shark.
I don't want to be a shark. It's too much work.
You're prey.
Sharks have to hunt for their food.
Yeah.
I just want to open my mouth and swallow up whatever swims by.
Could you
Dude,
imagine
man, if you-
like being a horse, dude?
No.
Or like any like, you know, animal that just eats grass.
Yeah, all you eat is grass.
You're literally walking on food constantly.
Yeah, they
like,
could never starve.
like how do they not get fat? I mean, if I was walking, like if the floor was constantly pizza, I would be humongous.
But they always stand up.
They sit down, what do you mean?
No, they always stand.
No, horses can sit down. What are you talking
Are you sure?
Dude,
Yes.
if you go into a stable, they're not all standing. Some of them are just chilling on the ground sleeping.
Oh, maybe you're right.
You think a horse never sits down?
I did, kinda, yeah.
Wait a minute, don't you live in the boonies? Don't you raise horses
Yeah.
or something?
They're around here, but I don't fucking see
Don't
them.
you see them sitting down?
No.
Oh, what?
How much of a redneck are you?
I don't know how to answer that. People around
Like,
me.
I mean- Like, alright, do you have a gun rack?
No. I have a gun.
What kind of gun?
Do a lot of people have gun racks?
Everyone has guns here. Rifles.
What kind of gun do you got?
I got like a 22, and then I got a pistol.
Wow.
Do you have a Confederate flag anywhere in your house?
No, do not.
Do most people?
Yes.
Wow.
Was Oklahoma even in the Confederacy?
I don't even.
Yeah, that's like more north than we
South.
are.
It's south.
What? It's more north than what Missouri and Illinois is.
It's just classified as south.
What?
Oklahoma.
No, it's like right below South Dakota.
I didn't make the rules.
Wow.
How come you don't have that super hella accent?
I kind of do.
Not really.
I'm not a hick. There are hicks here, but I'm not into it.
How could you not be into it? I mean, I thought that's something you're just bred. Like, are your parents rednecks?
Yeah, they are actually.
How-
They are rednecks.
How did you get out of it? I mean, did you make a conscious decision? Look, I don't want to be a redneck.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. It's normal here. It's normal.
Like, is Walmart the center of your community?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe that. I used to live in a small town. It was all about Walmart.
I'm in a suburb. I'm not in the city.
Okay, when you go to Hardee's, are there tons of old men
don't
drinking
have-
coffee?
We don't have Hardee's.
You don't have Hardee's?
No.
Is it Carl's Jr.?
We have Carl's Jr. Yeah.
All right, when you go to Carl's Jr., are there tons of old men talking about the weather?
What?
The weather.
Yeah, in Chatham.
What context does that have in what we're talking about?
I'm saying, isn't that redneck behavior? Don't they do that? Because they do that in Chatham. Like, you go to Hardee's, and there's all these old men,
I don't know.
and like they're drinking coffee, and they're like, yeah,
Yeah?
weather was good yesterday for the farming. Yep. God damn that Obama. Yep. Like, that's all they do all day.
You're in fucking, you're in the boonies too, right? You grow corn
Sorta.
right there.
That's true. You're
Sort
not
of.
that much further off.
Yeah, I mean, Southern Illinois. Like, Springfield is like Central Illinois, but I live in a suburb.
Do you see
And it's-
cows, like, while you drive?
Yes, there are cows on the way to work.
I do too.
I pass by a farm on the way to work. And about 2 minutes from my house are cornfields.
See, that's me. Fuck you.
Dude, we're not
when I
rednecks.
used to live in Jacksonville, Illinois, and like literally my backyard was a cornfield.
That'd be freaky.
Yeah, I would be afraid that aliens would come
Sign.
out of it.
Yeah,
Like from
Ooh.
signs, yeah.
exactly.
Curbo, where do you live?
I live by Buffalo.
Oh, this poor guy. We're talking about being hicks, and he's like up in the industrial north.
I don't even know what a farm is.
Grow fruits and vegetables.
Man, when you drive to like Chicago, you gotta pass these soybean fields, and they stink so bad. You can smell them from
Dude,
inside your car.
you know where I work? Do you know what I work for?
No.
I work for a sod farm.
What?
We sell the ground.
What?
I swear to God.
What do you do?
I'm a dispatcher. I tell trucks where to go.
Do you talk on like do you use code? Like,
No.
do all the truckers have nicknames and stuff?
It's just like 3 guys.
So you don't call each other like Hawk and shit like that?
No.
Would that be awkward if you started doing that?
Probably. I'd have them call me K7.
Just have them
Turbo,
call
have you gotten a
Cabal.
job yet?
Yeah, I work at Foot Locker.
Ah.
Do you wear the little referee shirt?
Yeah.
That's tight. Do you have a whistle?
No.
They used to have whistles.
Is it a guy
What's the
Foot
worst-
Locker or a lady Foot Locker?
Guy Foot Locker.
Okay.
Why would he work at a lady football?
What do you mean? Don't guys work at Lady Foot Locker?
No.
They don't?
Why would you though? You get discounts and stuff. Off shoes.
I mean, you get to meet a lot of ladies. Maybe you
True,
got a
but-
foot fetish. Some guys
What's the
do,
worst
man.
job?
What's up with that? Do any of you guys have foot fetishes?
No.
No, fuck that.
That
I
is
don't
so
get it.
weird. Yeah, I don't get it either.
I mean, a lot of guys have foot fetish. I mean, I guarantee you someone's listening to this right now and they're like, oh god, they're about to get into the thing that I love the most.
You can't fuck a foot. You can't, like, do
Yeah, but you can rub it and shit.
a foot job. Wouldn't be as good.
What's the worst job everyone's had? Let's go.
Mine was like a sales job.
Like, what did you sell?
Like, we had to, God, it sucked so fucking bad. I had to, like, dress, like, full suit, like, everything.
You
And,
wore a
like,
suit?
A full suit in fucking, dude, in, like, fucking July, when it was, like, fucking 90 degrees out. Walking, like, business to business, selling, like, this big-ass catalog. Selling office supplies. Dude, it fucking sucked.
How long did you have that job?
Like a week. And I was done. There was a job I quit quicker than that, though. And it was pretty much just like a telemarketing job, and I didn't know
I did
that.
telemarketing.
Yeah, fuck all that.
K7, what's your worst job?
I work graveyard shift at a Circle K.
What's
The hell is a
K?
Circle K?
Like a gas station.
Yeah, we're not rednecks. We don't.
You don't know what a
redneck.
Circle K is? Holy shit, dude.
No one knows what you're talking
You've
about,
never
dude.
seen Bill and Ted? That was the fucking gas station they were at. Anyway, I worked the graveyard shift and, like, drunks would come in and fuck with me. It really sucked.
What would they do? What do you mean?
Okay, we had this machine with, like, stuffed animals with those claws that come
Right.
down and get them. And the drunks would play that and they'd get all pissed off because they couldn't get an animal. And they'd, like, threaten me. They'd be like, open that up and get me a stuffed animal. It was really weird.
What did you do?
I called the manager one time because I got really uncomfortable. And I just quit.
What?
I quit, like, the third day.
Because a drunk guy wanted a stuffed
It
animal
was
at the claw
constant.
machine?
It was constant. But that was the incident that made me quit.
What? Why was it uncomfortable? I don't understand.
Dude, he was berating me.
What?
He was getting up in my face and shit.
You wanted a
You
stuffed animal? How could you seriously get uncomfortable?
He looked like a, I don't know, he looked unseemly.
What do you mean? What did he look like?
Like a biker, kind of. He had a really thick beard and like.
So do you.
No, I don't. He like smelled like cigarettes and shit.
So if you have a beard and you smell like cigarettes,
Like-
you're now scary.
Like 4 a.m. and no one is there. Fuck that, dude.
Dude, just call the cops.
Dude, the cop couldn't get there quick enough. No way. Plus, it paid like $6 an hour.
So you were fearing for your life.
I was. In that moment, I was. And I quit. I quit there and then.
What's the closest you all have come to death?
That elevator.
Uh,
There, dude.
man, I don't know.
You don't know? Man, I know
Yeah.
mine. Fuck. I was driving to an extravaganza tournament in Iowa for Tekken. And it was a 2-lane highway where it's just one lane is going like north and the other lane is going south. Like it's like, so if someone's going slow, you gotta go into the oncoming traffic lane to pass them. And like, it was like me and my cousin Shin, and we were driving, and like the semi was going super fucking slow, and we were following people, and like they passed up the semi, and I was like, fuck, I gotta pass the semi now. And I start going, and I see like on the horizon there's some headlights that's coming up on a hill. And I was like, man, those headlights, I was like, that car's probably like hella far behind the hill. And I like just start going, and like the headlights veer up. I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, I gotta make a decision. And I was like, I'm just gonna fucking go. I was like, there's no hesitation. I was like, I'm going. And like the harder I pushed the gas, the bigger those fucking headlights were getting really quick. And I was like, my cousin's like, dude, I don't think we're gonna make it. I was like, we're gonna make it. And then after like another like 5 seconds, I was like, dude, we ain't gonna fucking make it. So I fucking pull over to the opposite end of the shoulder where I'm still going like 70 miles an hour. And the shoulder of the road is just a bunch of gravel. So I'm going 70 miles an hour on a bunch of gravel. And this car is coming. And all of a sudden, the car starts like, start losing control of it because it's fucking gravel. And I start braking and I start like, sliding back into the lane, the oncoming traffic lane. And dude, it was like, I don't know, man. It was like an action movie. It was like 2 cars were going like 70 miles an hour, and then another in one direction, and in between, this other car is going like 70 miles an hour in between those 2 cars, and like I barely got in back on the gravel shoulder, and I thought for sure I was dead. It sucked.
Did I ever tell you about the time that dude drove off the road when I was coming home from your house?
What?
I was coming home from your house in the middle of the night, and some dude was swerving. He was obviously drunk. And he's swerving back and forth, and I'm like, damn, that's funny. And like, there's all those cornfields and shit, right? Like between St. Louis and Springfield, it's just nothing but farmland, right?
Right. He
He swerves off the road, and he just drives off into a cornfield. Like, he never stopped. I kept looking behind me to see, and I could still see his headlights in the cornfield.
Wow.
You just kept driving.
Yeah, and I was like, what should I do? Like,
You
should
did
I
nothing.
go back?
You did nothing.
And then I was like, no.
He deserved it.
Yeah. What do you think happened to him?
He probably died.
That's shitty, dude. How do you
That
get
is
out of the
shitty.
middle of a cornfield? Like, how do you know which direction to go?
I don't know.
16-bit doesn't help people for shit.
So another story is, I remember when Tekken 4 first came out. It was in the winter, and it was like hella icy and hella snow. And me and my friend were like, dude, we gotta go play Tekken 4. It's Tekken 4. And it's like, dude, I don't think it's safe to drive. And it's like the mall, it was like 8 o'clock at night, and the mall closed at 9.
Wow.
And we're like, we have to go play it. It'll take 15 minutes to get there. We'll have 45 minutes to play Tekken 4. We have to. So we got in his car, and he was driving, and he's going like 100 miles per hour. down the highway to get to the mall so that we could play Tekken 4. And the car slided, and it did a complete 360. It was literally something out of an action movie. It was so tight. Like, we completely spun all the way around. It was cool.
Dang. Did you think you were going to die?
We were both like he just stopped the car, and we were like, man, we're really lucky. Like, it's like 8:30, and there's no one out here. Then we kept going to play Tekken 4. Like, we stepped on it, and we started again.
To play that shitty game. Were you disappointed?
I liked it.
Wow. What about you, Curbo? Is Foot Locker your first job?
Yeah,
How do you like it?
it's alright. I mean, it gets kind of boring sometimes, but
How long
It's
have you
good.
worked there?
for like 2 months now.
Oh, no. Okay. You get any, like, annoying customers?
Yeah, I get customers that like constantly ask me for like different shoe sizes. Like they'll go up like 4 sizes until like they found the size that they wanted. It's like, how do you skip from like size 6 to like a size 9? It's like, it's just weird.
Do you have to actually, like, measure someone's foot?
If someone asks for it,
Like, how often does that happen?
I don't know. I haven't had to do it yet, so.
Yeah, what if you get someone's, like, stinky feet and they're like, measure
Yeah.
my foot?
I guess I'd have.
You'd have to do it.
I've also worked under the table for my cousin's.
Child labor shit?
I guess, yeah.
Like
I was working.
sweatshop?
No, he owned an Italian restaurant, and I was kind of like the dishwasher, and like it was disgusting. It was probably like the worst thing ever.
What was disgusting about it?
It smelled all the time, and like it was just food all over the place. It was gross.
I hate seeing other people's food on their plate.
Yeah, I agree.
It's gross.
I can't handle
Oh,
it.
you know what? The worst job I had was actually UPS. Now that I think about it.
The driver? Delivery?
No, in the warehouse. By far the worst job of all time. It's like, it's only a 4-hour shift, but it's the longest 4 hours you'll ever have. It's just, you gotta just fill up a fucking truck full of boxes. There's no air conditioning. You're dying. It just takes forever. It's like a constant workout because you're just getting, dude, it's terrible. I lost 20 pounds and nobody even noticed. Like, that's how shitty, in like a month. It was pretty much just straight up hard labor.
It's logistics.
I
man.
told my parents, I was like, I've lost 20 pounds, and they're like, really? I was like, God damn. It pretty much, I don't even know how to explain that. It sucked.
I've had a lot of bad jobs. I worked at Toys R Us. I worked at Dairy Queen for one day.
What was wrong with Dairy Queen? I thought that would be right up your alley.
What do you mean? I can't just eat all day.
I mean, you get free ice cream.
Well, the problem was they just randomly closed.
What do you
Like,
mean?
they hired me, and I worked one day. I trained. Then they're like, yeah, come back the next day from noon to 5 or whatever. And I'm like, okay. Then I show up and they're boarded up.
What?
Did they pay you?
Like, it took months to get my pay.
Wow.
For one day?
Yeah.
You actually wanted it?
And then it was like, it was money.
Did you, like, fight for it? Or did, like, it just finally come?
I was like, I got a phone call, and the person that owned it was like, yeah, we had to close. And I was like with no notice? And she was like, yeah. And she was just like, I'll pay you in a few months. And I was like, okay.
Wow, how weird. They say why?
They didn't really say.
That's so odd. I bet you someone
Yeah.
died.
What do you mean?
I bet you someone
Like
died.
someone fell in the ice cream machine?
Yeah. Why else would it happen? Something catastrophic must have happened.
Health permit shit.
Maybe they
Maybe it
filmed
was
a
a-
porno in there.
I think it's more likely it was a
Conclusion.
health permit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you ever like told a boss to fuck off?
No.
I have.
The worst thing I've ever done to a boss is when I got fired from GameStop. He was like, I'd like you to stay the rest of the day. And I was like, I'd rather go downstairs and play Soul Calibur 2 Arcade. Like, I don't really care. Like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awkward. You're going to fire me and then ask me to
Yeah,
stay for the
what the
rest of the
fuck?
day? That's awkward, yeah.
All right, Curbo, tell us about the hardships of being a teenager in 2012.
I guess getting bitched at by your mom. I mean, that's about it.
Yeah, what? Always
What's school like these days? What are they teaching you kids?
It's all on computers.
I don't know. I mean, same old, same. I don't know.
You have like internet classes?
No, we have got like this new technology, like smart boards and stuff, but that's about it.
What's that?
You don't know what a smart board is? It's like a
No.
little board. It's like a little board you could touch, and then like it's a board connected to the computer, and like you could touch it, and like you can go on websites by using your hand and like touching the link and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
What?
Dude, when we were your age, we played Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
On the
Have you ever
comic
played
book.
Oregon Trail?
No.
Man,
Man.
it's tight.
Yeah.
Katana died of dysentery.
Man, that was the shittiest game.
It was.
Oh,
It was
that
the only
game's
thing to do.
Yeah, I played the shit out of that. Dude, I mained the banker.
What?
I mained the banker, man.
The baker.
Yeah.
I always got attacked by the Indians and the coyotes, and I could never shoot them. My aim was so bad as a child.
Ford the river. Man, that game was tight.
I never understood what was the difference between like eating plentiful and eating shittily, or what was the benefits?
Well, you gotta go. I mean, because if you have plentiful, you might run out of food, but you'll be less sick.
Oh, so like you would get ill if you didn't eat good enough.
Right.
Oh, okay. I never understood. No one ever told me. Okay.
I don't think it's that complicated, dude.
I'm fucking like 8 years old, dude. I'm not like
You ever played
really
Math Blasters?
No.
played what?
Math Blasters.
Oh, I remember that. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That sucked.
Yeah. Math
That
in
was-
any form sucks.
That was so gay.
What was that game where you played as like a young detective and it was like an adventure game and you walked back and forth?
What? Are you talking about on the Commodore?
I think
This-
so.
I don't know that one.
I have no idea.
Dude, I need to know.
Look
No
it
one
up.
knows what you're talking about, sir. You're kind of on your own on this one.
Remember Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's tight.
That was
Remember the cartoon?
Yeah. Wait, not the cartoon. I remember
It was
the...
a game show, yeah.
Yeah, the game show.
Yeah.
The cartoon intro.
That show kind of pissed me off because they're so anal about the UK. Like, the
What
kids
do you
would get
mean?
it right. They would say, they'd be like Great Britain, or Britain, or United Kingdom. And, like, if they got it wrong, they would, like, it was wrong. Like, if they said just Britain, and not Great Britain, they would get marked off for it. Or they would get the question wrong. I was like, man, that's so fucking stupid, dude. obviously they know what they're talking about. So they left out a word. Or if they said United Kingdom, it's like, Jesus Christ. They were just really anal about it, and it kind of turned me off. Remember Double Dare?
Midnight.
Yeah, Double Dare, dude.
Dude, I think I found it out.
Do they still have typing classes, Turbo? Or Turbo? Curbo?
Turbo!
Yeah, they still do. Like, not so much though.
Typing class sucked, man.
Yeah.
There was like those big ass paragraphs. You had to match word for word.
Those old ass fucking typewriters.
God, it was so fucking
It
annoying.
was so loud. Every key was like, doosh, doosh.
Dude,
Wait,
it's
you-
Midnight Detective.
I've never,
Night. You don't remember that game?
I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, we only played Oregon Trail, dude.
Man, you guys grew up in a poor district, I guess.
That's the only game we had.
So what computer games are you allowed to play, Curbo? Is it like just Solitaire and Minesweeper?
What do you mean, like for school?
Yeah.
We can go online and play some games on there.
What? This isn't fair at all.
Plus some Unreal Tournament.
Are you looking forward to being an American? Like, the way this country's shaping up? Are you looking forward to the future? Do you think that you have a fair shot? Like with the whole... Like, what are you going to do after high school? You going to go to college? What's your plan?
I'm gonna go to college. I wanted to be a forensic scientist.
Dang. How are your grades?
Pretty good. I have like low 90s for all my classes. I have like an 85 for English. Or not an 85 to 75. I do horrible. I sleep in that class all the time.
You have any douche teachers?
Huh?
You have any douchebag teachers?
Yeah, my English teacher, dude. She's the biggest bitch, dude.
Put her on blast. Put her on blast.
Freaking-
Why is she a bitch?
She yells at me when I sleep.
Well,
Like,
that's
what's up?
What
Like, what's
well,
up
you're
with that?
insulting
What
her.
a bitch.
You're saying she's boring.
Yeah, that should make her like rethink how she teaches and like teach in a better way. But no, she just likes to be boring. So I
You're
sleep in
like
class.
the only person sleeping.
Well, some other people sleep. There's one other person that sleeps. But like he never gets caught because he's like in the very back of the class, and we have like a stacked class, so he's hidden from everybody.
I always did the thing where I had like a hoodie or something, and I would just put my arms down and have the hoodie over my eyes, and it just looked like I was looking forward, but you couldn't see my eyes, so you couldn't tell if I was sleeping. That was
I have a friend that when he sleeps in class, he'll be sitting up, but like he'll just like look down and like if you look at him, it looks like he's looking down on his paper, but he's actually sleeping. It's pretty crazy. I don't know how he trained himself to do that. It's pretty cool.
That's hardcore laziness. Huh, so why a forensic scientist?
I like the CSI type stuff, and I always thought it was cool to like investigate and some of that stuff, or like do like research on like. I know it's weird, but like I don't know. It's just I thought it was interesting to like search through like and investigate. I don't know. It just seems cool to me.
You're gonna study corpses and shit?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that freak you out?
Yeah, what if like the detective's like, we got a bunch of semen samples you need to test? Isn't that going to be kind of a little gross?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you get paid a lot of money for that, so.
Yeah, you do.
You know,
Wouldn't you rather play MK?
Wear gloves.
I mean, MK's not going to be around forever. So.
Esports, man, it's blowing up.
True.
When I die, I want to be put in one of those body farms.
What?
The
Like,
what?
I told my family that. You know those body farms where, like, They study decomposition, like they'll put you in like a car and then leave you out in the sun, and they go out and record every day how you're decomposing and stuff.
Why would you
I
want?
want to. Why not?
That's fucked up.
How? You're dead.
I just want to.
Why not use my corpse to help solve a murder? I think society.
Sun for a week.
What?
By letting your corpse rot in the sun for a week?
Because then they can see the decomposition, which they can use to determine how long the body's been out there, where it was dumped, stuff like that.
They can do that on like a cow or something.
No, they need to use humans to be sure. I feel like as a society we need to move away from burial. I think burial is completely pointless. We need to either do cremation or we need to donate your body to science or some other cause. I think burial it serves no purpose.
Yeah, I do cremation.
Why? What is the point of putting you in dirt?
What else would you do?
Destroy the body. The body is worthless.
It's returning it to the soil.
What's the
Returning
point of
it.
the coffin?
Never came
Yeah.
from the soil. We aren't zombies.
It's just tradition.
It's a dumb tradition that we need to move past.
That's what every
It's
society
taking up
does.
space.
It
It's taking up
makes
space.
It
Man.
makes sense.
No, it does not make sense. It's taking up space, and there's no point to spending all that money.
It's not taking up that much space, dude.
It takes up a lot of space. Dude, there could be 3 houses where a graveyard is.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you live in Springfield, man. It's not like you got a lot of, like, a crowd control problem, a population control problem. It's not like New York. It's not like, man, Madison Square Garden we're losing, we're out of room. There's too many graveyards. Get out of here.
There's no point, man. There's no point.
So
It's a
you would
waste.
just pile up the corpses of your family and loved ones and throw them on a fire.
You want to
Yeah.
you want to pay homage to your
That's-
family's
Yeah,
bodies?
That's too cold, too inhumane.
How is that cold? It's literally hot.
Dude. It's too
What is the
impersonal.
body?
You wouldn't want to show respect?
A private cremation, yes.
I didn't say throw people on a pyre. I said cremation.
Well,
I think we show too much respect to the corpse. The corpse is just a corpse. It's nothing. It's an empty shell. When your brain shuts down, you are gone and your body is useless. Donate it to science or burn it up.
that's your own decision now. Everybody has that right.
Well, I didn't say people. I mean, I'm not saying that people can't.
So if like someone murdered like your mom, and then
Yeah.
after they murder your mom, they desecrate her body.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you wouldn't be pissed off about that. You'd be like, "Oh, she was dead anyway."
I would be pissed about the murder.
You wouldn't care about what they did to her body after she died, though.
I think probably not as much as most people would be, but I don't think that's a relevant example.
I mean,
I mean-
the body is it's someone's shell, but that a whole life was lived in that shell, and to pay respect to that life lived, that shell is all we've got left. So, in order to show respect to that person, that's what we do.
Yeah, it's
We
respect.
decorate the shell.
Right.
What could be more respectful than using that body for the good of science?
I mean, that's in the eye of the beholder. dude.
Everyone has the fear that, like, once they die, they can still feel. Like, they're still
That's-
in their body.
I don't
Not
know
everyone
about
has
that.
that fear. I don't
People
have
have
that
that fear, dude.
Well,
I
that's
don't
your
know about
stupid.
that.
Haven't
I
you
think
seen
it's
that
just
Tales
redneck.
from the Crypt?
I don't think Tales from the Crypt is a documentary, man.
Dude.
I don't think that was real.
That shit was scary.
Yeah, you ever seen that one about the evil Santa, the serial killer dressed up as Santa?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was messed up.
Curbo, what are your thoughts on cremation?
I think I agree with 16-bit. Like, you shouldn't waste your body. Like, at least donate it to science.
Are
Yes.
you gonna donate your body to science?
Yeah, most likely.
I guarantee when my mom dies, I will have her donated to science.
That's fair.
It's a really weird statement.
Why is that weird?
I don't know if
She
that's
was-
weird.
How is that weird? She
Wait,
was
what-
a nurse.
what if she-
Spent her life
With
taking care
her
of us.
permission or without her permission?
With her permission.
Okay. Alright, let's talk about Mortal Kombat. Fuck.
Yeah.
So Curbo, do your classmates know you play Mortal Kombat hardcore?
There's only like 2 people that I know. Or 2 people that know. And they both played games competitive. Like, I have one friend that went PCL for Call of Duty once. And another friend that used to try to get good at COD. But, not really. I don't think no one really knows. There's like only a group of people, and those are my friends that really know.
Do you play any sports?
I play soccer and I wrestle.
Oh, okay.
You watch pro wrestling?
Like WWE?
Yeah.
I sometimes watch it. My dad loves that shit.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
The Rock.
Yeah.
I heard he's coming back.
He is. Isn't Forever King also an amateur wrestler?
Yeah. Amateur.
At MLG, why don't you guys have a money match in Greco-Roman wrestling?
Yeah, that'd be tight.
What? He weighs more than I do. He
So?
weighs like at least like 3 weight. Weight classes will affect the match big time. Like, I'll lose to some scrubby wrestler that weighs like 225 because I can't pick him up.
Are you saying Forever King's a scrubby wrestler?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, he weighs 180, or I don't know how much. He weighs like probably like 190 or something like that. I weigh like 160.
You
That's
can't
actually
overcome
the
the
difference.
odds? You can't be like Rey Mysterio? I mean, Rey Mysterio is 2-time world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he beat the Big Show.
WWE is fake though.
So you're calling out Rey Mysterio.
I'm calling out WWE. That stuff's fake.
Wow.
Calling out, could you beat Big Show?
Who?
Big Show.
Psst, no.
Well, it's not so fake then, is it? I can't believe you're on this show calling out Forever King in amateur wrestling.
I'm not calling him out. I'm just saying.
Will you also call out Dink? I mean, he's MMA,
Yeah.
trained MMA fighter.
What?
Are you calling out Dink?
No.
If one of your class, like if your jock friends, like your wrestling, your soccer friends, they knew like how much you like Mortal Kombat, would they be like, "Oh man, you're a dork"? Would you get shit for it?
No.
Would
So I
you
keep
ever
him
do
up.
Sonia's tackle in real life?
Who? Sonia's tackle?
Like, is that a legal wrestling maneuver?
I think so.
You can really do that?
Uh,
Could you do Jax's tombstone pile driver?
no.
That's illegal.
That's
Okay.
illegal, yeah.
Pile drivers are illegal. Suplexes used to be legal, but those suplexes were fucking kids up too. So I mean, it's at least in Missouri.
You can do like belly to back suplex.
I don't know.
What's your finishing move?
What's my what?
What's your finishing move?
Finishing move? The people's elbow?
I mean, you gotta have a name for it
And a
involving.
Curbo elbow.
Yeah.
Finishing move? Like a pin?
Yeah, like what's your finishing move?
What's
Like,
your
do you
what's your best wrestling move? What's the move like? What's your go?
The pretzel lock.
The Curbo lock. What's
I
with
mean-
wait, what's with the name Curbolicious? Where's that come from?
Well, my last name is Corbello, and I talk to a lot of girls, so I just put licious at the end of it.
It's one of my all-time favorite handles. It's so
Pretty
funny.
Yeah, it's cool.
You got a
It's
girlfriend?
so annoying to lose to someone named Curbolicious.
Nah, I had a girlfriend last year though.
Oh, okay. What happened?
I don't know, just stuff happened. I was like, whatever.
You think
Like-
she'll call you back if you win MLG?
Maybe.
Would
No.
you take
Yeah,
her call?
if you win MLG, will you go to school and be like, "That's right, I'm the Mortal Kombat champion," and brag?
I would.
I mean,
actually,
$13,000.
That's
big deal.
$12,000, dude.
Yeah.
I would like put that on Facebook, like show the grand finals and everything, be like, yeah, bitches just won 12,000.
What if you lose though? What would you still tell it? Would you say anything? What if you got like 8th and you got 1,000? Would you say anything?
I'd still probably say something, because it's still an accomplishment for my first major to get top 8.
It's true.
Realistically, what is your expectations for MLG?
Realistically, definitely top 8. Probably like top 4, maybe top 3. But it's just the thing. If I get hooked up to play Rio, it's just I don't know. It's just I have a real tough time playing Cabals, because the characters I play aren't they can't really handle Cabal. Like Johnny Cage can't really do anything with Cabal. I haven't really been playing Sonia lately. I've been just focusing on Cage. And Cabal can like interrupt this pressure pretty easily. You always have to like respect the dash, and then that's when the mind games come in. And it's just, and like before you get the mind games with all the pressure going, you have to at least get in first, which Cabal can just keep you out. It's a really tough match.
Okay, who are the 3 guys, counting Rio, that you do not want to play, that you think would be the toughest challengers there?
I guess probably Crazy Dominican, because his footsie game is really, really, really good. And then M2 Dave, because I have barely any Freddy experience or any Magic experience whatsoever. And if he, I don't know any techs with Freddy. All I know is that he's got like a frame trap full screen, where if he hits you with like projectile, he could do the ground claw and get you. But that's about it. That's all I really know. I don't even know his mix-ups. Like up close, I don't know what his low attacks are. I don't know like what the fuzzy guard. I don't even know any of that. Probably gonna hit up the lab this week to figure out what does what. Look on some frame data and stuff.
Alright, what do you guys see for the future of MK9 and the tournament scene after EVO? How long can MK9 keep going on the tournament scene?
Well, I mean, MLG might pick up. I know there's going to be other big money tournaments coming up. It should still be at grassroots tournaments. I mean, I don't see it dying. I don't. I think this is the same thing as last year. Everybody's panicking. Oh my God, what are we going to do? We're going to die. Oh my God. And everything's going to be fine. Relax. We just had a 128-man tournament last week. So what's everybody panicking about?
What if MLG's like a big success for MK?
I mean, that'd be awesome.
I mean, could MK like get really big?
Probably not.
I think it could,
Street Fighter 4
because
big.
there's a tons of people that are into MLG. So, if MLG picks up a lot of people for MK, that it could actually like spring up with a lot of players, new players. Because it is a hype game to watch and play.
Yeah.
Who's your top 5, Curbo? Top 5.
Like for a tier list or like my mains?
Tier list.
Cabal number 1, obviously. I think Sonia is number 2.
Wow.
Probably have to say Kung Lao number 3. And I have a good reason too, because Kung Lao, I don't think really anybody's mastered his footsies game yet.
How do you mean?
Like, Kung Lao's got a crazy footsie game. If you've played Foxy Grandpa, he plays Kung Lao, and the way he plays Kung Lao is really good. His footsie game is pretty crazy of Kung Lao. He moves really quick. He doesn't do a lot of stuff that you could really punish. Like, he doesn't teleport. He doesn't try to do an EX teleport. And it's just, Kung Lao, I don't think anybody really properly plays Kung Lao yet, because his footsies game is, I think, by far the best.
What tools in his footsie game are so good? I'm confused. What does he have that other characters don't?
Well, he's got that roll that gives him advantage on hit. So if someone's trying to like down 4 you, you can bait that down 4 and do that roll for advantage, and then get a throw mix up, or come in with the 2-1-2-1-2 jabs for like 7% chip and almost a full bar meter. And so there's just tons of options he's got. And if you make real good reads, when people do their pressures, you can spin, which is real risky, but you know, I've seen it done, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I want to talk about the spin. I think the spin has now gone to being underrated. People like now that everyone punishes it with full combo, everyone talks about it like it's garbage. And it's like, you have a 6-frame launcher.
Yeah,
that's a big deal. I don't understand why it's now talked about like it's trash.
Well, people aren't used to it being like blown up like how it was. Like before, you weren't able to do anything because, especially a lot of online players complained about it because they couldn't really get to the spin because of the lag, and then they complained how they couldn't blow it up. So now people can't just go spin happy all the time and expect, and like they expect not to be punished, but now it's just getting punished left and right.
It's still a hell of a tool. I mean, whereas other characters can down 1 out of pressure, he gets a full combo.
It's a good move. I mean, I don't think anyone denies it.
People do it. You see people, it's punishable, so it's useless. It's better than a good move. It's a great move.
Probably like, I don't know about all that. That's like saying EX dash is bad. He's essentially got an EX dash almost any time he wants.
Who is EX dash?
I mean,
Cabal?
like Cabal's, yeah.
Well, Cabal has armor.
But I mean, pretty much anywhere you can poke out of a situation, I mean, he gets out of it with a launch, and it doesn't require any meter. So to say that it sucks, I don't understand how people could say that. He comes and goes as he pleases. If he gets under pressure, you can't maintain it very well because of spin. I mean, he's ridiculous, man. So yeah, I could definitely see him number 3. Who's number 4?
I'd probably have to say Katana. Katana, I think, is number 4. Katana's got really good spacing. She's got good tools. If she had an armored move, she'd probably be number 1. Number 5, probably Cyrax, I'd say. Cyrax has massive damage, and also he's got pressure that's real good.
Do you think Cyrax will stay at number 5 if he loses the bomb trap?
Yeah, I think so, because he can still pull out easy 50 damage combos and 60 damage combos. And he's also got bomb setups, so.
Yeah.
You guys still think we'll see that patch by Evo?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Although they're getting to the point where, I mean,
getting
they've
pretty
got to
late.
have it out.
They're
Yeah,
not
they gotta have
talking
it out.
about it at all.
I haven't heard anything about this patch.
I don't think we're getting it.
I think we got
Paulo
trolled.
hasn't said anything. He hasn't said anything in the chat.
Nope.
What does he say when people ask about it?
Says he's working on it.
Well, I mean,
But he said that for like 4 months.
it sounds like he's working on it himself, dude, in the middle of working on a new game.
Evo is in 2 months, dude.
It's true.
Can you imagine the bitching if it's like a month before Evo?
That's
People
what
will be crying.
Uh,
You know,
Imagine-
we're going to have to hear the Cyrax players go, we had to relearn the whole game. We're going to have to hear that again. Smoke players will go absolutely batshit. We had to relearn the whole... We lost our resets. We had to relearn the whole game. Like, it's going to be terrible.
Even if that patch happened tomorrow, we get that bitching.
Yeah, that's true. If that patch happened tomorrow, Cyrax smoke players would cry about how they had to relearn the game and that Evo was invalid because of that.
They had 2 months.
Yeah.
If it happened tomorrow, MLG would get really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about MLG. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think Arturo would do? Would you make the patch legal or not? What do you do?
Oh, you gotta play with the patch.
Probably have to.
Just
Got
1
to.
week?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it caused controversy and devastation. Tom Brady's still crying about that.
Hey man, that's the game. The game is better because of the patch. So, I mean, you gotta play with
1
it.
week?
Who wants to watch an unupdated version of the game?
Yeah, I agree.
That's boring as shit. Everyone wants to see, like, oh, the new patch is out. Let's see what the top players can do with these new tools.
MLG will want the most current version of the game.
Right. That's
Yeah.
silly.
What do you think of that,
Alright,
like, the complete edition having more glitches and shit?
Does it really?
Yeah,
I'm skeptical. I'm a little bit skeptical.
a lot of people are saying it.
What glitches?
A lot
Yeah,
of
like,
people
what
say
are
a
the
lot of stuff.
glitches?
I don't-
I've heard about that.
I don't know exactly, but I've heard it's, like, worse than the normal version.
I mean, I remember when Great One was fighting, was it Lord of the Fly, when Katana started squatting for no reason?
Hmm.
There's a lot of stuff in Mortal Kombat where people complain, and then you investigate and you find the reason for it. I mean, and there's a lot of conventional wisdom. For example, the input bug wasn't in the original version. Have you guys heard that? That's something that's said. People say that, right?
In
Yet
the demo
someone
version.
tested it. Someone tested that, and it's not true. It was always there. I think Sunk and someone else looked into that, and no, it was always there.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe they're right, but I want to see proof beyond the usual, people just talk about it, and then it's accepted as fact. I don't know. That said, I've never seen Katana randomly squat up and down until the complete edition.
Yeah.
Maybe it was his controller.
I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe
'cause
he was
even
doing it himself.
Dude, it was weird. Yeah, it was not like it's not like she was sitting and then standing up. It was weird.
Was she like
And even
teabagging?
yes, and even he was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like while he was playing. It was weird. Can you imagine if he had lost because of that? Can you imagine if you start squatting at top 8 and then someone blows you up with a launcher?
I mean, final round was all the complete edition. Did you guys see anything weird other than that? Did it feel weird?
It felt fine to me.
Really?
But, I mean, there were definitely people talking about it. Good players were talking about it.
I didn't notice anything.
Maybe they were just excuses.
Could be.
I don't think it's excuses so much as I think placebo effect is very, very strong. and kind of confirmation bias when you hear rumors of you hear that Complete Edition is supposed to be glitchy, so now you're going out of your way to look for those glitches. I'm not convinced. Someone needs to run proof. Somberness, you're in charge. Do it.
That dude has so much work. Alright, the name game. The original. We invented it. Alright. So, Curbo, I'm going to say some names. You say the first thing that comes into your mind. And also say if you would beat them.
Wouldn't the answer to that just be yes, yes, yes?
I want to hear
yes.
I want to hear it. I want it documented.
Tell us the score if you guys played. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah,
tell
that's
us what
the
you
fun.
think of him.
First.
The first thing you think of it, and then tell us the score in a 1 to 5. Your predicted score against them.
I like it. Alright, Tom Brady.
Sub-Zero, and I think I'd beat him.
Wait. You can't just say their main.
Against
What?
You can't just say their main. You got to say something.
Pick an adjective to describe that person.
Usually worse.
Complainer?
There you
I don't know.
There you go.
Poor Tom.
I think if I were to play him with Sonia, I think I could beat him 5-0.
Damn. Name 2. Rio.
Troll. And I don't know. I mean, it'd be tough. 5-4 in my favor.
So you could beat Rio.
I got the confidence. I think I could beat him if I make the right reads.
So it'll be close. It'll be close. 5-4. Are you not merciful?
Yeah. Alright. Name 3. Detroit Ballin.
I don't know. It comes, Soul Stealer. And I'd probably beat him 5-3. Maybe 5-4. I've played him on PS3 before. He was real good.
You beat him?
I think I won more. Yeah.
Okay.
How about Mr. Molina?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. Hold on.
How about Fabulous?
Fabulous. Why Fabulous?
He is fabulous.
Fabulous. Alright.
Would you beat him?
I think so. I think I'd beat him.
What
I
would
think
the
I
score
could beat
be?
everybody.
You beat everybody?
What would be the score?
I don't know. I actually haven't seen him really play besides Devastation. So.
Alright.
Katana and Sindel. You afraid of Katana or Sindel?
No, he's back to Sindel.
No. I'm not afraid of either.
He's back to Katana, straight Katana.
You're not afraid of Katana, even though you had her as the 4th best character in the game?
I mean, I could space her out pretty well. And
So then she's not the 4th best character in the game?
well, here's the thing. You can't really base anything off of a tier list because it's more of the fundamental. Like, the only thing you could base off of the tier list is Cabal because he just zones everybody. But, like, it's like every other character requires a good fundamental and footsie game. It's like you can't really, like, if Sonia's number 2 and Katana's number 4, you can't say Sonia's always going to beat Katana, because if Katana does have that spacing, she could beat Sonia. But at the same time, if Johnny Cage is not in the top 5, Johnny Cage can beat Katana if he's got that spacing down. And, you know, if he baits Katana to committing to certain strings and, you know, he tries to whiff punish, you know what I mean? It's just, there's tons of different scenarios that you could really come up
Do
with.
you think Katana is a bad matchup for Johnny Cage?
In some ways, yeah, because if Johnny Cage gets that first hit, she has to come to him. And Johnny Cage has got back 3. Also, Johnny Cage is a better pressure character, better up close character than Katana. So, I'd probably say it's even, but like, yeah, both players have to play real smart, and whoever gets the first hit, it'll be difficult for the other character.
What about Sonya versus Katana?
I think it's the same thing. You know, whoever gets
Okay.
first. I think Sonya, if she throws out the fireball first, I think Katana has to kind of like work around her zoning, and make her way through. So it might be slightly in Sonya's favor. I mean, I think it's in Sonya's favor, because like she's got all the military stance pressure, and then if she like anticipates Katana poking, she could dive kick her for a full combo, make her break, and then she has to go through all of the onion ring shenanigans.
Okay.
What do you think of Scorpion? Should I drop Scorpion? Does he
Nah, man,
suck?
he shouldn't. I don't think he sucks. Scorpion's got. The thing is, I think maybe instead of trying to go for resets and stuff like that, you know, try doing like all safe pressure, and like maybe on that like occasion, go for the reset if you know your opponent's blocking low or high. Like I've played this one guy named Sakashiru from Europe, and he's a really good Scorpion player, and like I was always expecting him to do like, you know, a high or a low, and like he just kept on with the pressure, and like I was always trying to find a hole to like punish him, but like he never did anything risky, so he was always like doing his safe pressure, and he wasn't really, and he kind of zoned me more. So like whenever he got in close, he just did his, you know, 1-1-1 jabs, and then he'd back away and then play the footsie game. And I don't know. I think Scorpion is better with just doing his safe pressure, because high risk and reward can really screw someone over.
Is this guy the Scorpion of the world?
I don't know. I mean, him and Slips play completely different. And Slips can get you in a vortex, and like once Slips is in, he can fuck you up for your whole life bar. But
I
don't
go
know.
for it. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I like the 1-1-1 pressure, but some people blow it up, so I don't give. But that whole footsie game is where I think I'm a weak as a player, as in general. So that's something I'm working on. So he's probably right.
Give some tips on how to play footsies, because Curbo's really good at that shit.
Like the way I play footsies is like, I'm not really too much as the aggressor. Like I'm more kind of like, I sit back and I kind of make you commit. Like I'll rush in, I'll dash in to get close to you, but I'll sometimes back away so you can commit. Like I always make sure they commit before I commit, because I could see what they do, and I could kind of make them go on the defensive before they make me go on the defensive. Because like if you rush in too quick, and like, you know, you try to just get the offense off of just dash blocking in and just going head on, you know, I could stop you with anything. Like there's so many different things I could stop you with, you know, or you know, I could wait for you to do your string or whatever, and then like after your string, I could like, you know, try to get the momentum back by poking or armoring through things. It's just, I don't know. It's just I let them come to me, basically. And people that are over aggressive, I screw over.
Alright. I got 3 more names for the name game here.
Alright.
Alright, how about CD Jr.?
Cocky. And I think I beat him 5-2.
Damn.
Everybody calls him out.
Regional champion. Alright, how about Pig of the Hut?
Mad cool, mad chill, and 5-4 probably 5-4.
You beat him
'Cause-
too?
Huh? Yeah.
Wow. Undefeated so far.
Undefeated. Yep.
Alright, last name. The main event. Curbolicious versus Perfect Legend.
Man. Perfect. What can I give? What can I name Perfect Legend? I'll say a chicken because he doesn't come to any majors.
Zing.
And then I beat him 5-2.
What do you guys think about the whole James MK vid and the PL ordeal?
Oh, the bounty.
Right.
I actually haven't seen it yet.
I think it's tight.
What was the response? I haven't seen the
I haven't
response.
seen that.
I don't think PL ever made a response. That Triforce guy responded, that it was
Yeah.
more. I think Triforce was just pretty much trying to say like, hey, I never said I was the head of the MK community. I'm just here because, I support fighting game community or just gaming communities in general. Like I've got no part of this drama. But the real drama is pretty much between James MK and PL. And pretty much, the MK community versus PL. And who's right, and this PL, I think people are pissed off because PL is, I don't know, they say he's portraying himself as a leader of the community, but he's not, and I don't know what was said. I haven't really dove into what.
I mean, did PL say he was the leader of the community?
I don't know. I gotta look into it. I saw James MK vid, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And
I love the bounty. That's hype.
It's pretty hype, yeah.
Bounty.
But I don't know what PL said. That he
Yeah, I didn't see this. I guess this happened on that Bryce show.
maybe
which is
that or
apparently that Bryce show was like the worst thing since AIDS. Like I've heard nothing good came of that Bryce show.
what was the Bryce show?
Bryce did some show and PL was on the show, and I guess that's where this
It
stems
was
from.
PL, Bryce, and like 4 people that nobody knew who they were. Just random dudes.
Who
Just
were
random.
they?
I have no idea.
How did PL get on that?
I don't know.
How did he? PL is like in his hyperbolic time chamber, getting ready for MLG, and he agreed to go on Bryce's show.
That's weird.
So,
Really?
sorry, if you saw it, what did PL say?
I missed it, dude. I didn't see that.
So we don't.
I saw like 5 minutes of it and was like, this sucks.
What did he say? Someone needs to clarify.
It's in the archives.
I don't want to watch that Bryce show.
I don't want to watch it either. Fuck that.
I don't know.
So what is this Triforce? He's just saying, I don't want any part of this shit.
I mean, he didn't really say that. He's just pretty much like, I'm here to support, gamers, the gaming community. He's pretty much saying, I never said I was the head of the MK community. I'm just here to support y'all. I'm not here to pick sides or anything. I think
How
that's.
does he support this?
I think because. I guess he's with MLG. Just the same way like Saban is.
Is he with How is he with MLG?
I don't know if he's with them, but he's
So
pretty
he's
much.
not doing shit.
I don't know, man. Damn.
I mean,
I think he's just in touch with MLG. He gives them the heads
Okay.
up, and and that's pretty much what it is.
okay.
He says that he's he says he's not like a pro gamer or anything. He's just a guy that tries to help the gaming community expand.
Okay.
So I think he's just trying to stay out of it and just saying, hey, I'm just here to help. I got a lot of connections. I can make the scene bigger if you just listen to me, is I think what he's trying to say.
So where did this turn into final round was not a real major? Who said that?
What? Who said that?
Apparently someone said that.
No one
Bryce said it. No, Bryce said that.
What was his logic?
Even PL said final round was a major.
How did Bryce back that up?
I guess that's
know.
why the show
Early
is
stream like blew him up though.
Well, I mean, what did the guests say when he said that?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I would have left.
Yeah, I think some guests did leave actually.
Why didn't PL teleport away, like, during the middle of that interview? What a disaster.
Yeah, how did they get him? Like,
I don't.
it's so
How did Bryce get in contact with PL?
That's crazy.
He's not even Bryce. He's crawling shadow.
Well, he turned into Bryce. Do you think he's grateful for what I did for his career?
No.
I mean, no one had ever heard of him.
He's an
until me and
asshole.
Tom.
He sends hate mail and shit. He's an asshole.
But don't you send hate mail?
No.
You've been accused of sending hate mail.
I have teabagged in Fatal, but I don't send hate mail.
There was once a thread where people were saying you send hate mail. Yeah.
I send it back if they send it to me. Yeah.
Do you resent PL for trying to go corporate?
Not really.
Corporate. How did he go corporate?
I mean, he's pretty much going up all over the place saying, MLG is
Yeah.
where we all gotta go, and, it's what we lack is, professional product and significant money and corporate sponsorship. He's like, we need to, legitimize the integrity of our tournaments and stuff like that.
Do you?
I don't know. I mean, to me, that sounds like I just wanted to get this going so I can make more money.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't he pretty open about that?
Yeah, he is.
So, I mean...
More money.
I think maybe that's what people are kind of complaining about. That he's trying to be the advocate to MLG of saying, we need to go corporate. And he's the main guy that's talking to MLG from the MK community.
Right.
And some people are maybe thinking like he's just trying to, he's in it for the money. He's not about the community. He's portraying himself that, he's a leader of the community, but he's actually just wanting to get in that money. He wants a job in the gaming industry, in the MLG industry, or whatever it is. And he's using us as a springboard when he actually has never paid attention to us. I think that's what people are pissed off about. I think that's what James MK's video is about. I had to look more research into it, but that's what I'm guessing.
I mean, he definitely can't say that he's a leader of the MK community.
I don't even know if he did, but I think he's portraying himself as that to MLG. Maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know. I have to look into it, but I think that's what people are complaining about.
I mean, if he wants to be like, yeah, I mean, I wish tournaments had more money, I want to get paid, then, I mean, you can't. I mean, how can you be mad? I mean, it is what it is. That's fine.
He's like, I'm like reading the paragraph here now. He's like, this 5-on-5 competition that you guys want to put on, which we did, why not bring this to MLG and say if they can add it to this type of exhibition or something to that nature. Every MLG event should be taken seriously and be more on the priority list as far as MK players within the MK community are concerned. He's saying we should take MLG more seriously than anything else. If we seriously think that going to a tournament that only pays out top 3 with age-old 7/20/10 pay out and runs games that are usually behind schedule is the type of professional competition that you guys want, then I have to say that Mortal Kombat community is in trouble. He's pretty much shitting on grassroots tournaments. What do you think? Is he right?
I mean, to an extent, he's right. I mean, how much money did Rio make for winning final round?
It's true.
$800.
Are you
That's
fucking
shit.
serious, dude?
He said that.
That's shitty, man.
800.
That is really bad. He got $800. That's it.
Yes.
Fuck, dude. PL might be right. He's got a point.
He could make $13,000 a week from now, compared to $800
Eighth
for doing the
place,
same work.
eighth place pays $200 more than first place at final round.
Crazy. He might be right. Maybe we're dumb.
Yeah, we went to fucking final round.
Maybe
But
we should have saved up for final round instead, or MLG instead.
but
That's why
When
I
you
didn't
go-
go to final round.
when you get corporate, you get these things like the continuation rule, which a lot of people don't like.
That's bullshit. The continuation rule's fine.
It's not fine. It's
I don't.
terrible.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's fine.
Not fine. How is it fine?
It's fine. I've been to MLG tournaments. It's
Dude.
fine. I was a part of the continuation rule.
It's not fine.
It's no better than what we're used to.
A set in a tournament is a zero-sum game. Either you win 2 out of 3, or you lose. It's the same as rounds. You can lose a set and win more rounds than your opponent. Too bad. It's about winning 2 out of 3 rounds 2 out of 3 times. What happened in the previous set should be erased. Why should you be sent to the losers bracket with a handicap like that?
Everyone's gonna have that handicap being sent to the losers bracket like that. The person that knocked you in the losers, they could be knocked in the losers, and they have to fight someone that knocked them in the losers. What do you mean?
Well, why don't we count rounds then?
What are you talking about?
If we play in winners and you beat me 3-0, and then we meet again in losers, why should you have that big lead? Why should it not be reset?
Because I already beat you. I've already proven that I'm better than you.
Yeah, but
Right.
also, what if you had a bad game? That's another
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
What if the other person had a bad game and now this person's out of the tournament? I mean, that's an argument for any time you lose. The rule's no better or worse than anything else. I've knocked people in the losers, and then I get knocked in the losers, and that same person I beat, they thought about it, and it was enough for them to adjust and knock me out of the tournament. I already proved that I beat them. But then I lost, and I won more games than them overall. That's not fair either. That's bullshit.
how is that not fair? That's
If you beat someone more games and you're out of the tournament, like when I went to MLG and I won 3-0.
Yeah.
And then let's say we just go by the standard rule. I meet him again in losers. I lose 2-3.
Yeah.
I beat him more than he's beaten me. Why is he still in the tournament?
No, you guys are even.
No, I'm won 5 games. He's only won 3. I'm up on him 2 games, but I'm out of the tournament.
It's 2 separate sets.
But it's about games.
No, it's not. Since when is it about games? It's about sets. It's about being able to adapt like that is part of a fighting game, man. That's why we played. Why aren't we doing first to 10s then?
Being able to adapt is, I mean, you could argue that for the continuation rule. If you got blown up 3-0, I mean, then you got to prove that you can adapt and beat that guy just as bad back. How is this argument not the same?
What about the fact that it's going to mean other people have to win more matches? Let's say I go to losers, and I don't have to fight a repeat opponent, so I only have to win, a couple of 2 out of 3 sets. and you meet 2 previous opponents, and you have to win extended sets. How is that fair?
What are you talking about? You can't play 2 people in extended sets in loser's bracket. There's only one person who's going to put you in that stipulation, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That doesn't make any sense. There's one person that you have to worry about, and that's the person who's already proven they can beat you. And you meet them again, I think it's not that bad. If you lost 3-2 in the tournament, then, I mean, when I played Little Maijin, like the very last game in Tekken 6 and MLGs, I beat him 3-0, but the very last game, I won 3 rounds to 2. And like, the very next game that we played, if he won that first round, it was going to be tied up. And that it was going to reset. We were going to start it all over, and the whole thing was going to be reset. Or not the whole thing, but he would have had 1 game. Just by winning 1 round. Because he had 2 rounds on me in the last game.
Dude, that's dumb, dude.
I think that's how it was said. It was, the referees knew it was going on better than I did, but it was something like that. I don't know for sure. But it was, I don't know. But I don't think I would have been pissed. Because I blew that dude up. And then this dude has time to think about it. He has time to adjust. And I know he's a good player. He's beaten me before. I mean, he could have knocked me out of the tournament when I already blew his ass up. Neither rule is good. I don't think this continuation rule is that big of a deal.
So you'd be okay if it happened to you?
Yeah. If someone blew me up that bad, I mean, fuck, dude. What are you gonna do?
Isn't the bottom line that, I mean, they're admitting this rule is to have more time for advertisements and shit?
I never heard of that. What are you talking about?
I mean, isn't that what Arturo said in the thread?
I didn't see that. The rule that we have in place now is just as flawed, if you ask me.
Whether you like the continuation rule or not, it is true that to get this esports money, we have to change the way we traditionally play in tournaments to make these corporations happy. I mean, this corporation is basically saying, look, you want our esports money, you have to use this rule that not many of you like. Deal with it.
You gotta do it. Look at MMA. I mean, look at UFC. UFC was all about just raw. There was no weight classes, there were no rules. And some people liked it, but it wasn't mainstream. It couldn't break mainstream because it was just, too vicious or it wasn't interesting enough. And
is the continuation rule going to make it mainstream?
The continuation rule isn't what's going to do it, dude. No one cares about that. The continuation rule is barely even going to happen in a tournament.
It's an example of them changing the way we run our tournaments for some arbitrary reason, and we have to just suck it up because we want that esports money.
MMA did the same thing. MMA, there's weight classes now.
I mean, people were getting hurt, man.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't...
No one's getting hurt because of the regular double elimination format. Okay, New York City is not regulating Mortal Kombat because of the standard double elimination format. This is simply a corporation is not in touch with the way we play. So they're like, you have to do this, and we have to suck it up and take it because we want that esports money.
But it's not that big of a deal.
What if it's only the first step?
It's a very small sacrifice from making majors going from $800 to first place from $13,000.
I agree. It's not a game breaker. I would never tell anyone not to go because of that. But it is an example of what people are afraid of.
There's nothing to be afraid of yet.
I mean, people are afraid of Kratos. People are afraid of, you must use an MLG controller. People are afraid of, here's these laggy TVs because we were sponsored by, Sony. That's what people are afraid of. And the continuation rule is just an example of that. Because it's so arbitrary. It's kind of a thing where they do it in StarCraft, and so I guess we're just going to do it here. And everyone's like, we don't actually like this. And even Arturo, who, you got to give him credit for being honest. I believe he's a great choice to represent us. He's saying, look, I don't like it either, and I know none of you like it, but I just got here and I can't get them to change their minds overnight. It's kind of powerful symbolism against what could be bad about esports.
Is it really, though?
I think it is.
Wouldn't it be nice to know what you can practice on and what's safe to practice on and what's not safe? Look at Tom Brady and him, going apeshit about flying around, banning the PlayStation 3 DualShock 3 controller. This is a controller he's used to, and now he can't play on it. Wouldn't it? Maybe it's a better thing that there is some conformity, that everyone knows what they can play on, everyone knows what's going to be used. It might not be a bad thing. If all we got to worry about is what style of controller and what stick we can use, then is that really that big of a deal either?
So what if they say no fucking John Cena, WWE, that giant...
we gotta have the brawl pads.
Yeah, that no jitterbug pads for you. You're gonna say, well, I need that esports money.
If it got to the point where it's like you have to use a stick, I would have a fucking problem. As long as I get to use some sort of pad, I'll go out, I'll buy that pad.
MLG stick. It's PDP all over again.
That's when they make the mistake on shitting on the players too much. That's when they cross the line.
Oh, they haven't.
But I'm not saying they have. I'm not saying the continuation rule means that everyone should boycott it. I'm just saying, can you understand why people are scared?
They have banned keyboards.
We have no say in this.
Yeah, the money.
And if MLG fucks this up, then we'll just keep doing what we normally do. It's not like we're sad. The only person who's really sad about, tournaments and these grassroots tournaments is PL. He's the only one who's salty about it. He's the only one complaining about not getting enough money.
If we don't go to grassroots majors, they will stop hosting Mortal Kombat. Let's take Power Up, okay? Power Up last year was the first major. And it should be a big tournament this year, right? And you know who's going? Nobody. It's going to be me, it's going to be Dizzy, and the rest of GGA, and it's going to be Ohio, and nobody else is going. And part of that's because MLG. Part of that is also Flawless Victory on the East Coast. But part of that is MLG. People are choosing to go to MLG instead of Power Up. And with all that money on the line, you can't blame them. Now, what happens if MLG screws up and it doesn't work out? They'll dump us. Now, what happens if Power Up, they're there because it's run by a guy who truly loves the community. He really wants to support fighting games. He's not making a profit off of it. We got to support his tournament too, because if we don't, he's where we're going to have to go back. We're going to have to crawl back to Power Up if MLG doesn't work out. So what happens if we put all our eggs in the MLG Esports basket, and then we need kind of the ghetto basket, but they can't support us because we had 30 guys for a major? Then what?
Do you really think that they would blame us as the community for that?
I think they only have. He
would blame MLG shitting on him more than us. Obviously, we're going to go where the money. He's not going to be like, man, fuck the MK community. I can't believe they went to that MLG tournament where they could have won 13 grand. Come on.
I don't think that would be his attitude. I think his attitude would be, in 2013 he would say, look, No matter the circumstances, Street Fighter had 100 people, Marvel had 150 people, Mortal Kombat had 30 people. We got new games out. We can't run Mortal Kombat again when it got 30 people.
Dude,
Look at
I mean,
NorCal-
we're gonna lose
NorCal
grassroots.
Regionals.
Regardless
NorCal
of
Regionals is going to have 20 dudes, man.
regardless of whether there's MLG or not, the grassroots tournaments will slowly dwindle down. It's
Slowly. We just had a grassroots tournament that had over 100 people.
This was the biggest one by far.
2 weeks from that, it's going to be NorCal Regionals. It's going to have, instead of 128 guys, NorCal Regionals is going to have 28 guys because of MLG.
And final round. Whether MLG was there or not, final round, it was a killer, dude. Everyone's kind of MK'd out for like a good couple months here. If there was a grassroots tournament next month, you think there'd be 128 people like final round? Hell no.
Not
dude.
128, but I think it'd be better than what it's going to be. For Texas Showdown and Power Up are both going to suffer because of MLG.
What do you think Texas Showdown will get?
I don't think it's going to be good.
And it'll get 50?
I'm sure the quality of play is going to be fine, but I think the turnout is not going to be that good.
Think they'll get 50?
I don't know.
Really?
Who's going? It's like, Cat.
I don't know anyone
Tom,
in Texas who plays.
Selena.
I'm going. Gamer
You gonna
Boy
place-
going. I'm going to place top 8 at Texas Showdown.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be. I'm sure like the top 16 is going to be, good play. Showtime's going to be there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to have like 80 guys.
Mr. Molina, Tom Brady.
Right.
Is it a major?
I mean, technically,
Yeah, it's an Evo qualifier.
yeah, that's even qualifier.
Alright.
So you're going to place the top 8?
Yeah, I am.
What if Mr. Molina's in your pool?
I will beat him.
What if Cat's in
Oh.
your pool? Cabal mirrors.
I'll blow him
Are you
up.
saying is your Cabal better than Cat?
My $20 fight pad Cabal is better than Cat's Cabal.
So what would be the score if you and Cat fought?
5-0.
Really?
Really.
I think you're the mouse, buddy.
The mouse?
Where's that dude from?
I think he's from Texas.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we're gonna do a Oklahoma versus Texas 5 versus 5.
Who else plays
You have
from
five
Oklahoma?
from Oklahoma?
I think we do actually. Yeah. Gamer.
No, you don't.
No, we do.
Wait, he's from Oklahoma?
Yeah, he's from OKC.
Damn, he's an Okie.
Yeah. He's gonna be our captain.
Boomer Sooner.
Team waving wheat.
Waving weeds. What?
You don't know the song? The Oklahoma song?
No.
Well, you should know it.
All right, so there's 2 of you. Who else is in Team Waving Wheat?
I don't know. Gamer Blake's buddies. I don't know.
And who's on Team Texas?
Cat, Mr. Molina. I think Showtime. Those are the only ones confirmed.
What about Tom Brady? He's Texan.
I don't know if he
Isn't
wants
Tom
to.
Brady a weird Texan? He doesn't sound like a Texan. He
I
doesn't
don't-
look like a Texan.
I don't know if Brady will do that because he's done with the community. Remember?
What? He is?
Yeah, dude.
You didn't see Tom blow up?
He took down
No, what happened?
videos, all his videos.
Tom had another meltdown
Yeah.
What had happened? I didn't hear this.
He
with the community.
He's done.
he took down all of his YouTube videos and then said how everybody trolled him so bad that now he's got a bad reputation.
What? Who trolled him?
All the troll monsters.
The forum.
I mean, what happened recently?
He hasn't said this, but the speculation is that he expected to get the MLG job, and that
Yeah,
he did
commentate
not.
for MLG.
Yeah.
And that he did
Wow.
not. And he's saying the community is to blame.
Well, that's a lot of money. I mean. So did you see who the commentators are?
Yes.
Like
It's-
Fubar Duck. Who was the other?
I mean, that's fine. People are blowing up Fubar Duck, but I mean, the thing is, Arturo had to pick. He only has 4 commentators over the course of 3 games. So he can't have, like, 2 Mortal Kombat guys, 2 Soul Calibur guys, and 2 King of Fighters guys. So Fubar Duck is like, he's professional, he can talk about fighting games beyond, like, alright, he's not going to be an MK expert, but you got Phil for that.
Yeah.
Fubar Duck's going to be the serious, like, he can talk about what it's like to play in tournaments, he can talk about, some of the higher level of a fighting game play beyond just Mortal Kombat specific. He could be the straight man, and Phil can talk about Mortal Kombat. I think it's fine.
Yeah, Phil's gonna be good. Sounds like a baseball announcer.
Okay.
Alright, so let's wrap it up with some shout-outs here. So, Curbo, any thing you want to plug or give shout-outs?
Shout outs to Mustard, Ketchup, Foxy, Use for Glue, the UK guys. They're all scrubs. Yeah.
Hey,
What type of girls do you like at your high school? You like the cheerleader chicks? You like the goth girls? You like the nerdy girls?
The fuck? Why would you give me the suggestion of the goth girls, dude?
What's wrong with them? What do you mean? They're kind of hot.
yeah.
I've never seen a hot goth chick.
What?
Dude.
Man, Buffalo must be weird.
Dude,
Dude,
Wherever
I,
you live
I
is
mean,
weird.
here there's some nice. I mean, the Hot Topic girls. Those girls are. I mean, they all go. Do you guys have Hot Topic?
yeah, we do.
So you've never seen a hot goth girl at Hot Topic before?
No.
What?
Nope.
Anyway, who do you like? Like, what was your last girlfriend? What was she? A cheerleader or what?
She played soccer. She wasn't a cheerleader. She was a brunette.
Sporty girl, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm listening.
Broke up with her because she was really annoying. Like after a year, it was like, wow. Like she was always obnoxious. I thought she was like mad cool at first, but it's like, damn, like you talk too much.
That's like almost every girl.
Yeah.
Almost every girl. The looks like eventually wear off, and you're just like, then you actually have to live with their personality, and it's usually like 6 months to a year. You're just like, man, I actually don't like you. And then they get really mad.
Yeah.
They're like, I thought you liked me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, I was just, you were hot, but then, I fucked you, and now I have to try and like you normally as a person, and I just
not
don't.
happy.
What's giving Curbo advice on women?
Yeah, you learned real quick what girls that you just want to fuck, and what girls have relationship potential.
Slips, who are your shout-outs?
My shout-outs. Who should I shout out? I guess, I don't know. Shout-outs, Scorpion. I'm still sporting them. Still trying. I'm trying. I'm sticking with you, buddy. God damn. If you fail again, I don't know, maybe I'll go to Soul Calibur. I'd probably be a lot better at Soul Calibur. Shout-outs to Soul Calibur. Call of Duty, I did really good at Call of Duty last night. I played. It was awesome. I won like 20.
You would really quit Mortal Kombat?
Nah, don't quit Mortal Kombat.
No, I wouldn't quit. But I'd be pretty salty. But that's all I got.
What do you got, 16-bit?
Oh, I've got nothing. Shout-outs to Mass Effect 3.
Is it good?
It's not as good as 2, but it's
You say that about every sequel.
it's got
dude.
some problems.
I haven't played any of those.
You say that about every sequel.
I don't know what's going on with BioWare. Dragon Age 2. No, dude. Dude, BioWare is in trouble. I mean, Dragon Age 2 was a pile. I don't know, man.
You said Modern Warfare like the campaign for Modern Warfare 2 is better than 3. And I
I
totally
stand by that.
I disagree. Curbo, do you play Call of Duty at all?
I do, but I don't really play campaign that much. I've played Modern Warfare 2's campaign, but I haven't played Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3.
Do you play online?
Yeah, I play online. I used to play game battles a lot. I used to try to get into it competitive.
Yeah?
I have a friend that went to MLG Providence, but he didn't really do very well.
Huh.
Used to play with
Why
him
do
a
they
lot.
have MLG in Rhode Island?
I don't know.
True.
K7, what are your shoutouts?
I don't have any shoutouts.
What do you mean?
I don't
You
have
don't like
any-
anything or anyone?
I can't think of anything right now.
There's nothing that you like.
Shoutouts to Jim Ross.
No.
Shoutouts to cornfields?
Why not? But hey, we recorded a bit with Dink. He has some strong words for CD Jr. And this might become like a weekly segment. Should be like our weekly blow up.
Yeah.
We could get like do what?
If anyone has any, call outs or challenges that they want to make or rants that are just like, 15 minutes long, contact us.
Right.
And maybe we won't have you on as a full guest, but we could record like a call out of the week. In fact, we have a new segment. It's the call out of the week.
I like it. But, so we're going to go to that now. I want to thank Curbo for being on the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
It's a pleasure.
And,
This show is awesome. I watch it every week.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You
That's
listen to the whole
awesome.
thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's been your favorite guest?
It's awesome. Tom Brady was pretty interesting.
Yeah. But our next guest will be Tyrant. So
Tyrant.
yeah, that'll be up before MLG hopefully.
Oh, before MLG?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't MLG like next week?
Yeah, next.
Yeah, it's next week, isn't it?
How the hell are we gonna pull this off?
Well,
It's not rocket science. I mean, all we need is Skype and free time. I mean, we're not going.
That means we have to do it within the, like-
Yo,
That means we gotta do it like within the next few days.
We have to do it by.
this might be a spoiler to the listeners, but this isn't live.
Yeah,
We could record it tomorrow
It's true.
and have it up before MLG.
I know, but it's not like we have all the time in the world to do it.
What do you mean? All we do is sit around and play video games.
It's
All
true.
we
No,
have is time.
that's the sacrifice we make for the MK community.
Get out of here. All we have is free time.
Yeah, we don't do shit.
It's, we would do this for fun.
But we are the fucking original podcast.
You're really bitter about that.
Dude,
Down
they
forecast,
stole my
aren't you?
gimmick. They stole my gimmick. I don't like it.
So you're calling out Wonder Chef.
I'm calling out all those guys.
Would you play Wonder Chef in a first to 5 for control over the podcast of the MK community?
We are the official podcast of the TYM, of Test Your Mind.
I'll play him. Sure, why not?
I mean, we've already got that.
Maybe not for long.
Yeah. Fuck you. But yeah, we're gonna go to Dink and his angry blow up right now. So goodbye. All right, so we are here with Shujinky Dink, and he's quite upset at Mr. CD Jr. over what transpired at final round. So I've agreed to give him some time on this show to make his call out. So I'm going to turn it over to Shujinky Dink.
Hi, everybody. Everyone that knows me knows that I am Shujinky Dink, and I am pretty much the face of Canada, I guess, because I'm the only one, other than
Wait a
Neil
minute.
Rudd- What?
Wait a minute.
What?
Sorry.
What?
How is Bret Hart not the face of Canada?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Mortal Kombat world.
Oh, okay.
There are way more different faces to Canada than Bret Hart, though, if you want to talk. Other than that, I mean,
Wayne
outside
Gretzky.
yes, Wayne Gretzky is a good one.
The Mountie.
George St. Pierre is another one of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, speaking of Canada, there's one Canadian that I actually have a problem with, and he's a little douchebag, and I talked about him before, but he will not stop talking about me. And it's everyone's favorite little man, is Altair. This fucking guy will not leave me alone in the goddamn Skype chats talking about how bad I am at Soul Calibur, even though I've never even played him at Soul Calibur. He knows who my character is, and he calls me bad based on my character, which is retarded. And he name drops like no other. I've never heard anybody name drop as much as him. He's like, oh, PL says this. Oh, CD Jr. says that. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Whoever says this. This guy's an idiot. He called me out Toryukin, so I'm not naive enough to think that he's going to be a free win at Toryukin, because he is a good player. I played him in Canada Cup. But you're not beating me. That's bottom line. Because you use a low-tier character, and it's freaking stupid. And you can counterpick me all you want, but my Quan Chi's going to defeat all the characters that you can, Liu Kang, Sonia, whoever you want, because you're just not good enough to even counterpick me. So fucking stupid. And he talks about my losses at SCR, like yeah, I didn't do good, and then he gets all mad that I blame my loss on him. First of all, that was a troll to begin with. I honestly don't I played, so I blame my loss on my play. But when he's in the stream chat telling people, oh, I taught him everything he knows about Scarlet, I made his quote, I made his Scarlet, so you take my loss too. Fuck, fine. You're the reason I lost. Why not, right? If you can take the credit for my win, why not take credit for my loss? It works both ways, bitch.
Isn't this kind of un-Canadian of you two?
Un-Canadian?
He is a disgrace to be called Canadian. I mean, that is, I wouldn't even have him fight on my West Coast Canada team. That is, there's a handful of people here on the West Coast of Canada. I don't even consider him one of them. He might as well go fight for fucking, I don't know, Illinois or something. Oh, burn! No, just kidding.
Wait a minute.
But yeah, so anyways, bottom line, Toryukin, you're going down. If you even show up, just like you're going to show up to Winter Brawl, just like you're going to show up to all these other tournaments, whatever. Fuck it. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Mr. Altair. So I'll move on to my main subject, which is CD Jr. I challenged... Sorry, go ahead.
Yay.
Okay, good. I challenged CD Jr. because I know exactly how he wins all the time. You watch, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that all he does is dash punch you into the corner with jacks and infinite you. That is his entire game plan the entire time. And the reason that he wins half the time, he won his first tournament at Summer Jam with Rain. I honestly think that he only won because of a lack of matchup experience with everybody. Rain just came out, nobody knew how to fight him, so he won, which is good. He played well. I agree with that, and that built his confidence a bit. And I think it's important when you go into any tournament, the player with the most confidence is going to win. You don't even have to play all that well. You just get, you have confidence, you're going to win. If you honestly believe that something's going to happen, it's going to happen. And after he won that tournament, he honestly believed that he was going to win all the rest of the tournaments that he went to that he won. And that's honestly why I believe it. So I challenged him because nobody else ever challenged him, really. I wanted to show everyone that he is beatable. He's just, a human being just like everybody else. He's not this superhuman Mortal Kombat player. And, so I said, well, he's overrated. I said Tyrant was overrated the exact same time I said he was overrated. They both use Jax, so I was like, hey, it makes sense. Jax players are overrated. Big deal. Tyrant showed me up at SCR. He beat the crap out of my Quan Chi. Props to him. Which, by the way, if they meet at MLG, Tyrant's going to blow the shit out of CD Jr. It's not even going to be close. It's not even going to be close, man. Fucking Tyrant's Jax, man, his rushdown is ridiculous. He knows way more than just down forward Y. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be funny to watch if that happens. Yeah. Anyways, so I challenged CD Jr. We played, and Beer Guy Ed, when he's commentating, he makes this comment when he picks Smoke. He's like, Shujinky Ding smiling. He wanted the smoke matchup. I did not want the smoke matchup. I did not prepare for smoke at all. I honestly thought that CU Jr. would try and, keep his pride to not prove that, he was overrated and go with Jax and beat me with Jax. Because when I called him overrated, he uses Jax and he was beating everyone with Jax. So as soon as he picked smoke, I had already beaten him mentally, I thought, but fuck, I didn't know smoke, and he played a perfect smoke. Blew me up, And then, as soon as he beats me, I put my hand out to shake his hand, and that would have been it. I would have shook his hand, said, you know what, you're a fantastic player, beef's over, whatever, hype's over. But he decides to stand up and said, and I quote, "You fucking suck." Right in my face. You fucking suck. And I watched the footage of that, and you can't hear it on the stream. You can't hear anything he's saying. But he says, "You fucking suck. Go back to Canada with your overpowered character." Broken character. Yes, he says, "Your broken character." Here's the issue that I have with the broken character thing. His main character has 100% resets. His secondary character can turn invisible for an entire match under certain circumstances. And he has a fucking 80% reset. How does Quan Chi's 45% rune trap even compare to that? Plus the fact that he has trouble handling pressure, which Jax has awesome pressure, which if you played anything like Tyrant you would know, but you don't. So, I mean, on paper, he should have beat me. There's really no reason that he should have beat me. He had 100% reset with his character. His character has great rushdown. Quan can't outzone him. There's really no reason that his Jax could not beat me. So, I blew him up. It wasn't even close. He won a round because I wanted to build some meter, whatever. It wasn't even close. It was retarded. And in my entire life doing sports, I train in MMA and stuff like boxing, jiu-jitsu, where I'm working with a lot of tough guys. Never have I ever been disrespected that much. Like, I lost, I tried to be a good sport about it, and I've never been disrespected like that. It's just absolutely, it blows my mind. Like, how can someone act like that? Especially someone who's considered a top player in our community who's representing Mortal Kombat. Like, it's retarded. Like, you should be playing Street Fighter or something with an attitude like that. Like, go fucking play with Jaywong and those fucking douchebags.
Wow.
But okay. So here's the thing. You know what? Like, whatever. Like, I just wanted to hype up, a dope match between, arguably the best player in Canada against arguably the best player in the States. And it's turned into a little bit more than that. It's a little bit personal. So I'm going to issue you a challenge here. I want to do the next tourney we meet at. I would like to do a 1st to 5 with you. No character lock, no nothing like that. If you feel that your Jax is, complete crap compared to my Quan Chi, then whatever. You can continue counterpicking me or whatever. If I win, all I want you to say to the stream is that you're overrated and I was right. This next time you're on stream, that's all I want you to say, is that you're overrated and that Dink was right. If I lose, if you somehow manage to beat me in this 1st to 5, I will never, and I mean never, use Quan Chi again.
What?
Yeah.
Never?
Wow.
Never, ever. I will retire him as soon as you beat me. Never use him again.
Wow.
That's how confident I am that I'm going to beat you. And I'm going to beat you bad. I'm not going to sit here and say that, it's going to be close. I'm going to beat you fucking bad. Like, I know. I've watched all your tape. I know exactly how you play. I know all your weaknesses. I know how you're beating everybody. And now, I know your smoke. And now that I know your smoke, you better fucking work on a different character.
All right, so let's say you beat him, and he complies with your, would you shake his hand after that match?
Absolutely. You know what? I would shake his hand. I would say, you know what? You played really well. Just say what you have to say to the stream. It's over. You know why? Because that's what champions do. I don't know what else there is to say. That's all I have to say. Game over.
Game over.
What is your tournament schedule coming up? When can we expect this to happen?
Evo?
Well, probably Evo. I am going to Toryuken in Toronto, which I know a lot of the Toronto guys make it down to New York. I can't really imagine that New York guys would really care too much to cross the border. And then after that, I think it's the weekend after. Oh, June 2nd and 3rd. Okay, it's Northwest Majors in Seattle, and I seriously doubt that they'll go out there either. But after that, it will be Evo. So, I'll be there at Evo. You have all this time to prepare for me, unless you want to come up into Canada and try and beat me in my own country, which would be even more stupid. But yeah, at Evo, this will happen if he accepts it. He might not even accept it.
He'll accept it.
I don't want money on the line. I don't want that. All I want is, what I've laid out today.
He'll accept.
I would imagine he would. I'd imagine he would, but you never know. You never know. And that's it. STB for life.
I could have rode your curtails. Is it curtails? Is that how it goes?
Coattails.
Coattails.